Live! What the hell? Children of Hope, we are live! What the hell? We are live! About news, politics, food, you know how we do. What's going on, Ray?
This is the week before the birthday stream of Rawlins, man. Episode 8. It's gonna be going down. Semester is almost ending for college, man. It's beautiful outside. I am
down like
loving it. Yes, I'm loving it. I'm living the life. I can't complain.
You're loving it.
And we got our special guest, Mr. Alex Payne, on the line. Mr. Alex, how you doing, my brother?
I was wondering if y'all would give me a introduction on because last time y'all did.
No, I gave you an introduction.
No,
yes, you did. Yes, he did.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. You know what? Listen, you don't have to be on, goddammit. We can get you off right now.
I know, listen, I didn't want to be on. I'll fight you.
Well, you know what? Well, I was telling Stacy, I was like, you know what? We were gonna keep you off because you said you were gonna come back. You were doing a little something. You were tied up with some business. You came back, but I was like, you know what, Bailey, Stace, I'm gonna keep this motherfucker off. I removed you from the call last week. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna keep him off the entire show, and I want to see if he's gonna get mad.
I wouldn't get mad.
And speaking of which, we got
okay, you don't care. Let's take him off the show. Take him off.
Okay, all right.
No, I'm just joking.
Hey. He's a sponsor now.
Is he really?
For all your BDSM needs. Your ball gags, your handcuffs, your ties, your ropes, all that. Painful experience. Ooh.
And I gotta say, shout out to Bailey with this freaking wacky intro with this crazy microphone.
I dropped the microphone.
I was like,
my headset fell off. Like, there you go.
I was like,
that damn grease slicked off your head.
Huh? No, I've been taking a lot of cold medicine.
It was all that grease from them jumbo jacks, yo. That was that jumbo jack or Kentucky Fried Chicken grease, yo.
I've been sick with the cold, and I take a lot of cold medicine. I'm all high right now, and I dropped my headset. So anything I do.
You sure that's all you high from?
That's all I'm high on. That's it.
This dude said, brr, brr, and we're live.
Almost smoked me a jumbo jack.
Stacy's like, we're live.
My headset falls off my head. That's a good one.
Ain't he supposed to be muted?
Oh, yeah. Well, fuck. Wait a second. I don't have to be muted. You be muted, Alex.
I'm looking at the chat, man, and I got everything set up where I can see the chat and everything, so I won't be ignoring anybody. I gotta give a shout out to Alyssa.
Ignore him. Fuck him.
I gotta give a shout out to Alyssa. Bailey, hold on. I know you can't stop talking, but hold on.
Myself. Okay, I'm mute myself. Okay, come on.
No, I gotta give a shout out to Alyssa and Adam Hughes, man. Adam Hughes from the UK, freaking 4 a.m. out there, man. And, you know, he's here freaking watching the stream. I got to thank him, brother. And Mrs. Alyssa Hayes was popping Alyssa Hayes. I know our buddy NG is going to be popping up in here. And when he does, I'll be able to see him. So got the chat set up. If you want to call into the show, we got the link, the Skype thing in the chat, the whole Skype name up in the description. We got links to my man Stacy's channel. We got a link to my channel, which Highway to Friday is going to be on when we finally get the equipment to go live from there, which probably should be in like the next month. All I need is a mixer.
Yeah, then you're not going to need me no more. Thanks a lot.
You're supposed to be
no.
Shut the fuck up.
No, listen.
Shut the fuck up.
We'll do what JD and Joe.
The hell's that, Alex? Stop jacking off.
That was my phone. But we're probably going to do what JD and Joe were going to do with Out of Nowhere. 1 week on my channel, 1 week on your channel until I really get the hang of it. Yeah. Then I'll probably ditch you for good.
That's Typical. Ditch me for that's okay.
We wouldn't do
Hey,
that, though.
hey, we're Mexican.
Hey, we're Mexican. We're used to getting ditched in the border. That's,
It's
What's
okay,
poppin', Dr. Earl? I see Dr. Earl up there.
Dr. Earl, where the
shit,
hell you
Alex
been
is-
at?
Alex's favorite
Doctor-
guy, Dr. Roll. Mm-hmm.
Ain't you supposed to be
Doctor-
muted?
I'm not gonna mute myself, fucker.
No, but listen, Dr. Earl, Minnesota Vikings fan is in the chat. What's poppin', Minnesota Vikings fan? You
What's
say
up,
BSR.
Minnesota?
You don't
What's
say
up?
Ray Rawlins or Stacy. But what's poppin' to Mr. Minnesota Vikings fan,
I'll mute
Dr.
myself
Earl?
when the show starts.
Well, the show it's technically already started. We're
Well, it's
just
not
bullshitting
technically
now.
started. I know when you start talking about good stuff, then I'll get quiet. I'll mute myself.
But that's the real Minnesota, he says. So yeah, Dr. Earl was here last week. He was gonna call in, but like I said, I wasn't really looking at the chat much to see what was going on, so I didn't see him in the chat. He said he wanted to weigh in on a topic, but I didn't see him in the chat. So Derailed Gatekeeper, Mr. Drew, how's it going?
Drew.
Drew,
Read
what's
that
going on?
hashtag. What
Drew.
the fuck did he say? What the fuck? Gooch tickle. Hashtag Gooch
Gooch.
tickle.
Cooch tickle.
And Alex Payne's in the chat, man. You know, I just have it set up through my iPad. I have a connector going all the way to my TV, so I don't have to look directly at the iPad. I can just look forward to see, there's the chat. And, I see everybody in there. So shout out to Drew. Shout out to Minnesota. I'm just getting used to this, taking a gander at this right now. So
Breaking your cherry.
pop that cherry, baby. Pop that cherry. Pop it. So
Also brought to you by Espinosa Pizza.
Okay.
Try the new all meat and cheese special with extra meat, extra cheese, with a thick crust. Try it now and have a half price off sale going from now until the end of May. Espinosa Pizza. Get some meat in your mouth.
So on that note, Ray and Stacy, have a good show, and I'll be here muted. And Alex, fuck you. Goodbye.
Fuck your ma.
who is this? I haven't seen this name before.
Who's that?
Jesus Davila.
Maybe a new one. A new person.
I haven't seen that name before, but shout out to him. So I want to talk to you guys, man. What have you guys been up to, Alex, Stace? What have you guys been up to before we get into some topics and shit? What have you guys been up to? Let me know what's been going on in your lives.
Same
Nothing.
old shit in a different day. But
Same old shit, different time.
yeah. Just having a good time with my channel. Finally able to go live. And people are appreciating it, just talking to the people.
Hey, Zeus, I do the best I can, man. I do the best I can. I want to be an English major, so your name sounds like the Villa. Hey, Zeus is pretty easy, so the Villa, I'm surprised I got right too, man. So shout out to you. Haven't seen you around, but you might be a new guy, so thank you for being here for the stream, brother. Alex, what about you, man? What have you been up to?
Is he still on? I know you want to.
I've been up to the same thing I was just now. Nothing.
Oh, Davila's Super Laser. That's Super Laser.
Oh, you changed the name. Okay, cool. Alex, you got another video out.
Yeah, nothing special. Just a review. Hip hop review.
You should promote that, man.
I don't promote shit.
The chat is freaking flying right now. Like last couple weeks, since we weren't really paying attention to it, it hasn't really been moving like that. It's just been Alyssa and NG dominating the chat. So to see it moving like this, man, that's a good sign. I'm just pretty fascinated by this right now, so I'm just checking that out. That's why we're not getting to anything right now.
Like, ooh, this is fascinating.
Fascinating. What do I say? I usually say
Interesting. Interesting.
Interesting. That's what he says sometimes too.
So if you guys want to call into the show or whatever, when we get down to some topics, check the description. All our links for our social medias in there. Mine and Stacy's links to our channels and shit. Skype's in the chat. I mean the YouTube description. Send me a message and I'll see if I can get you on. So
He'll see. That's no promises.
Because you got to add you and then you be on.
Yeah, we got to do all the fancy shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
We're just checking out the chat right now. Earl W. Brown. Earl, where are you at, man? You said you'll be home in a bit. Where are you at right now? That's what I want to know.
You walking home and doing something you ain't supposed to be doing? You're in the host role?
This Mog is walking home with his phone out right now, just typing in the chat, just like, yeah, I'm watching Ray and Stacy.
He could get robbed dead quick.
Nah, Dr. O ain't finna get robbed, man. Dr. O finna lay him out, hit him with the freaking. He's gonna do what I do and DDT a motherfucker in the street. That's what he gonna do. Come rob me, bitch.
Uh-huh.
I want to see Dr. O in a fist fight, yo. I love to see Dr. Earl in a fist fight.
I want to hear Dr.
Earl, and I want to see Drew in a fist fight too.
That's a mild-mannered fist
Drew
fight.
and JP. I want to see JP test.
Oh, that'd be some wrestling moves on this. oh my God! Watch my hair! Watch my hair!
JP. You think he'll fight like that though?
Oh, what hair! God damn it, he took some of my hair out.
Well, I mean, in military they just teach you to fuck somebody up, and sometimes so they'll teach you to rip at shit.
Drew, man, what would you do in a fight? I want to know what would you do in a fight?
You fight clean or you fight dirty?
I think Drew was the type of person to freaking kick somebody in the nuts.
Fight dirty.
And then put him in a headlock and choke him out or something.
Kick him in the nuts, then put a fucking a glass mug over his head.
No, JP's the type of guy I know for a fact will freaking just get into an all-out fist fight in a bar. No fighting dirty or nothing like that.
Unless it's a bunch of dwarves. They be biting him in his ass.
He said, Drew said he'd whoop an ass. Like, come on, fellas, get him. Oh, shit. Get him, bite him. Oh, shit. Fucking midgets.
Midgets are very violent. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And they're strong, too.
Dr. Earl said him, Drew, and JP beating up young Republican. Drew said, Adam, let's get him in here, man. Let's get him in here. We're just freaking freestyling right now. Let's see if we can get him in.
Whoop that ass.
You want me to drop him in because it might be easier for me, or you got it?
Let me see if he's on here. I might.
Who you dropping in?
Mr. Drew Wilson, and here he is. Let's add him in here. Bam.
Mr. Gatekeeper.
Boop, 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 boop. I'm excited, man. This is my first time doing this. I'm freaking hyped. Like a motherfucker.
What the fuck?
He in here.
All right. Let me see. What the hell's
You got to introduce the man, god damn it.
Shut the fuck up, Alex.
No.
What's poppin', Drew?
How's it going, guys?
All right. Damn, you sound good as hell. Where you at, a bar? Or?
No, I'm at home.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm in the studio. That's why I sound so good.
He got
the record.
Mic.
What would you do in a bar fight, Drew? What would you do in a freaking bar fight?
I'll give you guys a little secret that my father gave me. My dad,
my microphone.
that works. My father did Jeet Kune Do back in high school and in his young adulthood. That's the
gangsta kung fu.
It's the Bruce Lee style, actually. That was Jeet Kune Do, what Bruce Lee did. And so he knows these little tricks of the trade, that he's got a real pair of nunchucks that he restrings himself every couple of years. And he's still, I don't know how he doesn't hit himself in the nuts with those things. Actually, I asked him once, and he said, well, you only do it once. You learn pretty fucking quick after you knock yourself in the nuts with a pair of nunchucks.
Right. Yeah, that shit's no joke.
He told me, if you ever get in a bind, and don't do this unless you're willing to face the consequences, but it'll get you out of a scenario. He said, if you got change in your pocket, keys in your pocket, great. Even if your pockets are empty, just pretend. But when you're getting in that altercation and you feel like you need to go to the well, reach in your pocket and toss anything in the air. The reason being is the natural reflex of any human being is to be like, oh, what the fuck did he throw up there?
Yeah, it's a
The second you do that, you straight kick him right in his fucking knee and pop it backside out.
Oh, yo, that's so something I do, man. That's so something. I mean, I'm a big guy, So that probably wouldn't be I probably fucking body slam motherfuckers. But that is my number one thing to do. Kick them in the knees. Bam! Blow that shit out.
Or while you looking up, punch him in the throat.
Yeah. Or you could even kick him in the nuts like you guys were suggesting. Kick him in the nuts and run like a bitch.
Or you could go extra gangster and just double hammer fist his collarbones and break both of them. Because it only takes 5 pounds of pressure to break a collarbone. And once your collarbone broke, you can't move your arms. Or at least not
I just
good
freaking
enough to fight
uppercut
anymore.
I'll freaking Sub-Zero Mortal Kombat uppercut their ass.
Oh, Street Fighter. Hadouken!
Whatever you do, just know that's your one opportunity. Once you toss whatever that is in the air, you've got about 1 second to make your one move. It's like
that's interesting, man.
The guy that points at his chin and goes, "Come on, man, I'll give you the first shot." You get to give yourself the first shot, and the guy doesn't see it coming on top of it.
Right, right, exactly. And soon as you hit him with that good shot, you stun him real good, and you follow that shit up and lay him down, boy.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even consider that dirty. I don't think that's dirty. That's not cheating. Hey, you're the dumb fuck who looked up, not me.
Right. Now, yeah, that's 100% true because, like,
It's a distraction.
compared to a low blow, low blow is dirty. But if you're tossing shit up in the air, you're looking like, oh, I just distract you. You outsmarted them. That's all it is. That's all. Especially if the dude's bigger than you. Oh yeah, definitely do that. Now you known JP for a decent minute, right?
Yeah.
What would you think?
What
would you think he'd do in a bar
But if you plan on
fight?
doing that, if you plan on hitting them when you do that, you got to use your other hand. If you plan on hitting them when you're doing that, you got to use your non-dominant hand to throw it up in the air because you got to swing the strong hand.
Right.
If you're going to use hands.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're going to use hands, you got to use the non-dominant hand to throw it up in the air because you're going to be able to get your hand back down and in a proper position. Unless you swing it down with a hammer fist onto the nose. But.
Right.
I'm going to break his kneecaps, make him look like a raptor.
So violent.
With JP, it would probably be something good because I mean he's got 22 years in the military.
Oh yeah.
I mean
that's one dude
he's
you
got
don't
something
wanna
up his
fight.
sleeve. Yeah.
This is a gang of midgets.
No, I honestly, Stace, I think that's a word. JP's not afraid of no midgets. A dude in the military for 22 years, he is not afraid of no midgets. I can guarantee you that. That's nothing but a word.
I don't know. This is crazy because I could believe a gang of them gonna surround his ass, and he just got paranoid.
Come here, come here. Get it, Jack.
I honestly see JP doing, or actually, I wouldn't see him doing no WWE type stuff. Like,
No.
I see JP as a clean fighter, especially with his military experience. He is a clean fighter. He has no need to be doing any
Well,
dirty
depending
type
if he's
shit.
drinking or not.
Right.
So if he's drunk a little bit, he's gonna be like, "Fuck that shit," and cracking some bottles over heads and whatnot.
Yeah, but even that you would do more with skill because then you'd be more accurate on what you do.
Exactly.
Because, if you're in the military, especially if you get taught hand-to-hand, you get taught, stick weapons and stuff as well.
Q stick.
So,
Exactly.
Drew, you want to stay in here as we get to some topics, or do you want to get off and listen and hop in a chat, or?
Well, I mean, I'll get off any time, but no, I'll stick around.
hell, you're not the
I'll
only
hang
one.
out.
Oh, that's what she said.
No, I'll hang out for a few.
Hell yeah,
Okay.
man! All right, good shit.
Yeah.
So the first topic of the night, Stace, we were talking about this the other day, was the whole thing with Michelle Wolf and her, I guess you could say, comedy show at the White House Correspondence dinner.
Mhm.
Now, people were saying she was going a bit too far with the jokes that she made, and I didn't see too much of it. I saw one joke she made about Kellyanne Conway about a tree falling on her, and she said something along the lines of, I hope Kellyanne Conway is in the woods and a tree falls on her, not to hurt her, but to I forgot the fucking punchline. But as soon as I heard the tree falling on Kellyanne Conway, I was like, oh, come on, man. You said at that White House dinner, bro? And she said something about Sarah Huckabee Sanders, the press secretary,
Right.
burning facts and using the ash to
That's
create
just
a something. I couldn't
smoky
understand it.
smoky eye. Like
A smoky
mascara.
eye? That's
Yeah,
okay.
it's like a mascara and stuff like that. Yeah.
But my whole question with you is, with all of us being in this community and seeing all the jokes that get tossed around, do you think she went too far with that?
First of all, they needed to do their research on her. She's like a risque comedian, and they just hired her off the bat. Like, okay, so you don't
Shout
know
out
what
to
you're
Marvin
getting.
what?
Yeah, Marvin, but they don't know what they was getting. They didn't do their research. If you know you're going to have a raunchy comedian and you're going to go to the White House Correspondence dinner, you fucked up.
Yeah, yeah. You know, that's like creating a situation for disaster right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's like freaking inviting Bernie Mac to goddamn correspondence. You're gonna,
So I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
So I'm talking about Badussi. It smell like Badussi up in here.
I know Trump ain't in here, is he?
But yeah, like you said though, for the situation, I think, like you said, they should do her research. They should do their research on her.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to ask you though, because I honestly don't think her jokes, regardless of where she was,
some were like hit and miss, but some were real stingers. You know, especially when she got real personal with some of the people.
Right.
Some were stingers. Some when she was just repeat after me. I'm so broken. Some shit she said. I was like, that's all right. That's all right.
But what I want to ask you is, like I was saying, besides of where she was telling the jokes, say if she was in the White House, you know, she was on a regular comedy set, you know, doing regular stand-up comedy in a club. I want to ask you, what can be considered as going too far with the joke?
Those taboo issues where you're talking about somebody with disabilities or, rape.
Yeah.
You know,
okay.
That's real taboo issues that go a little too far, or racial ones, like like that fucking asshole Kramer from Seinfeld.
You know, my history teacher, I want to say about a week ago, he had asked, because I think I told you this off the air. He made a joke about someone asking him when he's gonna get something done. He said he's gonna do it on MPT, Mexican People Time, because he's a Mexican. So I'm like, yo, that shit's hilarious. I'm gonna remember to use that shit.
Hey, buddy.
Mexican people. Oh yeah, that applies to him, man. That motherfucker don't get shit done. The funny thing is with him though, he was up before all of us, because I took a freaking power nap around like 5. I got 2 hours of sleep and I woke up around like maybe 7:30, and then I just laid around for like another 15 minutes.
Yeah,
okay.
He called me. I was still in the chair at the place, so.
Oh, did he?
I was like, yo, I'll be home, and I texted him. I said, I'll be home in another half hour. So
this dude was moving before all of us, because I don't know why he did this. I had created a Highway to Friday Skype group, and he got up out of there. He left the group, so I'm like, okay, he must be getting ready to set up. So then I hit him up in the Skype message, sent him all the show information. He added all that in. I'm like, man, Bailey's moving before all of us, because I haven't had that shit preset as I normally would. So I was moving a bit slow.
He had a piece of that Viagra, yo.
Well, I got to say shout out to him, because he was moving before us. So, any other night, he'd probably be on Mexican People Time, but he was moving a night before us. So shout out to him. But listen, though, my teacher had asked with race jokes, what can be considered going too far? And Mr. JB, he loves to do race jokes, and I'm not saying he oversteps, but considering he's a freaking country guy from the South. I wouldn't say the South. He's a country motherfucker from Indiana. Considering him, do you think that, say if he told a racial joke, right, and it probably wouldn't even be that bad. Something like something as simple as what's different between a park bench and a black dad. The park bench can at least support up to 4 people. It's kind of like one of those old man jokes, like, oh, come on, man. But, would you be considered, like, say if a black guy like me, you, Kevin Hart, Bernie Mac, one of us told that joke, do you think we get a different reception than him just telling that joke?
Yeah, of course. I mean, him, you could look at him a little sideways, but us, we saying is like we're having fun with the race jokes, but
Right.
we're not trying to take it too seriously. But
Right.
him, you look at him sideways, like, fuck you mean, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. Like like you said, considering who he is. And that's why I believe he gets a lot of, because a lot of people, say, oh, JB, he's a racist, he's going too far. And I admit, I kind of, I thought that he goes too far and shit. And,
I was like, I know he probably got a little white robe in his closet, but
he said a white robe and one of them motherfucking hoodies and shit. No, I mean, listen. If we're being 100% honest, like Ken says he's not a racist, and a lot of people, they have differing opinions on it. But the point that I'm trying to make here is that depending on who makes the joke, you're going to get different reactions.
yeah.
And what I want to ask you, Stace, what is considered crossing the line if you have like a black person making a race joke on his own people? What is considered crossing the line with that?
Saying that slavery is a choice.
Well, I mean, we all know the Kanye's whole position with that. That dude is freaking messed up in the head. I'm not even.
Don't worry, Drew. Eventually they'll ask us a question.
What did you say, Alex?
You can jump in, motherfucker.
No, I said,
listen,
don't worry, Drew.
If you guys got something to say, if you guys got something to say, you or Drew, feel free to jump in. Drew, you got anything to add to that?
Well, actually, I had a little bit about Michelle Wolf, actually.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't know if you guys were going to do it kind of panel style or if you wanted us to just jump
Stone
in.
Cold Cody. What's poppin', Stone Cold Cody?
But I guess they want us to just jump in then.
Well, my first question is this Michelle Wolf. Why does she look like Mariah Carey's
Gorilla
crackhead
Strong, baby. What's poppin'? I want to see you lift 26 cars with one arm, baby.
Why does Michelle
I fucking
Wolf
love that guy.
Why does Michelle
sorry, go
Wolf
ahead,
look like Mariah Carey's cracked out mother?
Now, see, that's a funny joke. That's
That's her look, I guess.
Hey, if she wants to roast people, let's roast people. But man, she was joking about fucking Sarah Sanders' makeup, and maybe she needs to look in the mirror first. I mean, gosh, I'd take Sarah Sanders over her.
Yeah, it's like, who would you rather fuck?
She looks like Steven Tyler's long lost female twin or something. I don't know what the fuck, but Sarah Sanders looks like she could. I don't know. If she took off a few pounds in a few years, she might have something going for her.
Well, I noticed that it's always the ugly people who want to make ugly jokes.
Hey, they got to, man. They got to.
But see, the thing is, with me, like I said, we all like comedy. But the thing is, if you're gonna make jokes about people, and I hope she would, she's got to be open to accepting jokes being made about her. Now, with her being a comedian like she is, I honestly haven't heard her before this.
She's basically on the sometimes on the Daily Show with Trevor Noah,
right?
And stuff like that. Yeah, but she also got a show on Netflix.
I haven't heard. Oh, it looks like Derailed Gatekeeper got a mod. Cool. I haven't heard much of her about that.
I just noticed that myself.
So the thing is, like I was saying, if you're making jokes about people's looks, you got to be 100% open and accepting to jokes being made about you. Like, I joke around with Bailey about his freaking weight and shit. It's all in good fun. I freaking love the guy. When he makes black jokes, sometimes they don't make sense. But you know what I say? You know what? I take it in stride because I'm like, you know what? Okay, I'm just going to come back 10 times with a joke that's 10 times better than what he came up with, Yeah,
because a lot of times when people on here, they can dish it out, but they can't take it because they'll dish out something real quick and it's like, oh, all right, you want to play, huh? And then you talk about the menstrual cycle or whatever, the funky pussy or short dick or whatever.
Come on, don't do that.
I'm just saying.
You always just saying, man.
Listen. I'm gonna come
You
to New
like
Jersey. I'm gonna
short
whip
dick
your ass.
jokes and all that shit. I'm saying.
But you see, that's the thing, though. That's the thing, man. And that's why I said I'm 100% open and accepting to whatever jokes people got to say about me, like, you know. And you know what? Screw it. I guess we should give them some ammunition. This wasn't on the freaking docket. But Alex, man, you and Stace been getting a kick out of this whole Haley story. This freaking girl I was telling y'all about. Why don't you guys drop the story? You guys are 100% better at telling it than I am. So why don't you guys basically tell the freaking story? Because you guys will not let me live it down.
All right, let me tell. May I do the honest station?
Sure,
go ahead.
Gotta clear my throat for this one. Okay.
Gotta get that coconut out of there, man.
Let me clear my throat.
Hey, listen here, don't make me say a black joke that isn't making any sense, like Bailey was. But Ray was gonna fuck a retarded girl. That's the end of the story. But me and Stacy were making jokes about how while he's fucking her, she'll start barking like a dog, and or she'll talk all the time like, "Way, why will you do this to me, Way?"
Okay, Chris. But you see, now listen. You're not getting away with this, Stace. You screwed a retarded girl your damn self.
And it was good. Big fat ass, and it was good.
Listen. And what did you tell me? What?
Go for it. Shit, I don't give a fuck.
No, you told me that mess will be tight. It will be tight.
Oh yeah. It was crazy tight. Yo, I was like, wow.
You realize one retard is not a replacement for another.
What do you mean?
I mean, just because one retarded person pussy tight, that doesn't mean another one's is.
Well, true, but listen, man. One thing that I've learned from talking with Stacy as long as I've been talking with them is that you gotta freaking try it all. You know, you gotta get the experience. Like, sure, it may not be as good as, you know, the other retarded persons, or, you know, you can't make. And I'm not saying retarded. You know,
Wait.
You know what the hell I mean?
Let me interject. Let me interject something here right now. We were talking about jokes earlier, right, on if they're offensive or not. This is the reality that people do not realize. Retarded is the scientific word for somebody who is retarded, mentally retarded.
Well, you know what? Without hold on, Alex. Hold on. With respect to whoever, I'm gonna say mentally handicapped because I don't like that word my damn self. I'm gonna say
just
mentally
say
handicapped.
slow.
Word, you know? It's a scientific word, though. Mental retardation is the word for somebody who is mentally retarded.
In Alex's defense, how do you what do you put on clothing or walls or whatnot to prevent a fire? What is that?
Fire
flame
retardant.
Retardant. It's an actual term. It was made derogatory by people, but it is still an appropriate term to describe what you're trying to describe. So, although I wouldn't recommend running around calling people retards.
Actually,
right.
Like it all depends on how you use it.
Yeah.
That's like take Stacy for example. A retarded person getting upset for me using the word retarded is like Stacy getting upset for me using the word blind.
I'd be like, motherfucker, I'm blind, goddammit.
I don't like the word.
I don't even mean in reference to you. I just mean in general.
I'm just saying, say that, they say the little jokes and everything, like, so? I'm smarter than you, motherfuckers.
but see, Ray, that's the issue, though, Ray. This is the issue with what you're saying. Mentally handicapped can be, you can say that for depression, you can say that for anxiety, you can say that for all of that stuff. So you gotta
mentally deficient. I don't know.
That's why.
Right. Well, yeah. I guess.
Just say slow.
But what I'm saying is that word is seen. That word is seen as offensive as the N-word. to some people. That's why I don't like using it.
So, though. That's what I'm saying. It's unrightfully so.
But whatever. We're basically talking about me freaking pounding out a freaking slow girl.
Let me add one more thing to that. You said that he doesn't take offense to the word blind, but if you think about it, the appropriate term would be like seeing impaired or something.
Right,
like
visually impaired. Now, that's the main term.
Well, actually, I think visually impaired implies to somebody who, like Ray, who can see but not good. Right. And blind is somebody who can't see nothing at all.
Yeah, I was nearsighted for years. I was visually impaired because I couldn't see far.
Because your vision is impaired.
I'll tell you one thing, though. I saw that big-ass burger you sent me the other day, Drew.
Oh, yeah. Told you I'd find it.
Freaking 3,000 calories for an octuple, 8-patty cheeseburger, bro.
Damn. Damn.
Gorilla Strong said Gorilla Strong said about 10,000 calories a day or something like that. That's his normal limit.
3 of those burgers in.
Yeah, but his workout regimen is like ridiculous. So yeah, right. he needs like calories to burn.
3,000 calories, and I texted Drew. I said, man, that burger is about the 500 calories over the normal daily limit of an average American. Eat one full burger, and I probably
eat one of those. Eat one of those. That's it for the day.
Your whole thing, yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Just drink water next time.
Wow. I can't drink water. I'll get pregnant.
No, here you go.
Now see, this motherfucker's retarded for saying some shit like that.
Maybe a little.
Oh God.
My diet is retarded. Because it's not an average diet. Because it's a slowed down diet.
It's just the steak in the microwave, but that's I'm like, oh my God, microwave steak. I think
shout out to Power Merge in the chat. I'm just seeing everybody just flooding the chat, man. I'm liking this.
What's up?
This is what happens. This is what happens when you pay attention to the chat, man. You get a bunch of people in here. So it looks like it's moving a lot to me. But yeah, I basically told these dudes that to finish off the freaking Dada Girl story. That's what we call it, Dada Girl. To finish off the Dada Girl story. I told them about a month ago, a little appointment set up, a little birthday appointment on Friday. I'm gonna make a little trip out to freaking Indiana.
Remember, you always had
some
Dada.
good. Yes, I really never got into contact with her. I was talking to her on Facebook a good minute ago. I never got back in contact with her to see what was up, but
hey, what
that
about
was the
Magilla?
whole deal. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. No, we are not doing that.
Magilla, that kills me every time. I swear.
Magilla's this big girl who basically looks like a gorilla, and we're not going for that one. Hell no, that's over with. That's dead. Listen, I'll hook up with Dada before I go for Magilla.
Magilla, she a killer.
Listen, she's a man. That girl was scary, yo.
You might be big, but she'll hook your ass up.
No, she listen, she will whoop my ass. Goddamn.
You'll do a standing 69 with her holding you upside down.
What's crazy is she probably can do that, yo. Man. She'll bust and then tombstone me.
Ray, come here, Ray.
But no, we don't have to do any of that, man. Thank to God. I would have went for Dada before Magilla.
Wait, but if you do Magilla in the butt, right? Does that count as
No, I'm not even gonna do that.
Does that count as animal cruelty?
Bestiality.
Listen, I'm all for the freaking booty movement, but we ain't doing that one, man. We ain't doing that one. Speaking of, man, we had Mr. Gatekeeper Drew and Mr. Mellow Yellow join the booty movement Saturday, man.
Oh yeah.
Booty. And Bailey. Everybody's been doing that, man. Bobbitt's doing it. Bailey's doing it. We got you two to do it. Basement's doing it. That's my booty brother. Of course he's gonna do it, man. Of course. Basement's been doing it. Drew, give us one more, man. Do it again. I want to hear you. Booty.
Booty, 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 rocket everywhere. Booty, 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 rocket everywhere. Booty, 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 rocket everywhere.
Don't sing this song. Just give us like booties, 10 booties straight.
Wanted me to sing. That's what last time I thought.
We just do like the booty, 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 but just keep going on.
Yeah, they always do that Bubba Sparks thing.
Yes, that is awesome, yo. I'm freaking loving this show. We are not even going over topics like that, but I'm freaking loving this show, yo.
Hey,
Huh?
Booty is eternal.
It is, man.
Booty is eternal.
Straight up, join the booty movement. Gorilla Strong's got to join the booty movement now. I want to hear Gorilla Strong join the booty movement.
You gonna type booty.
I just stick to a very violent booty.
Okay.
Because you're lame. That's why.
Looking here, I am a trendsetter, not a follower.
Marvin Watt, he should join the booty movement him damn self. Let's see who would be Dr. Earl. I want to see Dr. Earl join the booty movement.
No.
Type all a bunch of booties in the chat. Booty, 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 booty.
Booty,
Oh,
booty.
man.
Hashtag booty life.
So, Stace, man, you're a freaking history guy. You love politics. You follow that shit very heavily.
I don't love politics. I just follow.
Well,
it.
you don't love politics, but you follow it more than the average American who votes and probably doesn't even have a inkling of what's going on. So, North and South Korea, they made peace, man. Over a 65-year a war that's been going on for over 65 years, they finally made peace.
Finally.
What do you think about that, man?
I say it's about time because it was just a bunch of nonsense. You got one side living in poverty with a corrupt leader, and you got the other side living like freaking New York City. It'll make no sense. You're like one side looking at the other side like, damn, I wonder what it like to be in the bright lights in big city while I'm eating fucking turnips and shit. Because that's how they're starving over there in the north. So it's like
right, yeah. North is very poor. South, they're doing
the
pretty
people
decent
are
for themselves.
poor, but the leaders are not.
Well, that's a given.
They got billions of dollars hidden
right
for their own selves, but the people are poor. They live in poor. They can't have certain things, and they had to have a certain hairstyle. They can't do certain things. Women don't really have any rights over there. They can't ride bikes. It's a lot of crazy shit over there.
Yeah.
And then you go to the South, and it's like, oh, welcome to South Korea. Blah, blah, blah. It's like New York City, Times Square.
Man, I'm seeing a lot of booties. I'm seeing a lot of booties in the chat. I'm loving it. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Booty. But listen, my buddy had said, the fact that Kim Jong-un, because this war started with his, I want to say Kim Jong's father or grandfather, Kim Song-il, I think it was, or Kim Il-sung. Those things are fucking.
Why do these always sound like Thai dishes?
Yeah, right.
Kim Song-yai, Kim Jong-un,
Kim Song-il. That
Can I
sounds
get some
like some
Kim
type
Song-un?
of
Hold the, or actually, I want extra mushrooms with my Kim Jong-un.
No pickle.
No pickle.
Keep the pickle. No pickle.
Let me get some of that Kim Il-sung with extra eel in it. It does, though. He's right. But those names are weird, man. Those names are freaking weird. But the war was started with, I believe, Kim Jong-un's grandfather, 65 years ago. And one would find it hard to believe that Kim Jong-un would be the person to like to make peace. Now, I'm a young guy, so I will gladly, humbly admit, I'm not. What? You know what? Shut the hell up. Listen, I'll humbly admit that I'm not very educated when it comes to politics as compared to Stacy or a Drew, because they obviously had more experience on this planet than I have. So one of my buddies had asked me, like, man, Kim Jong-un's making peace and shit with President Moon of South Korea. Do you think this might be a inkling of him changing? What do you think?
It's a 50-50 on that.
Right.
Because, he's heading in the right direction. They've taken all that stuff down, all those propaganda speakers that's in the demilitarized zone. because they kept shouting at each other like, the North is slavery, come to the South, and all this stuff. They taking all those propaganda speakers down. They're trying to make attempts in reuniting Korea instead of just having the North and South. Try to make everything together. Right. It's going to be some attitudes going to have to change because people in the South is not going to try to have attitudes like of the North. No. Right. They're used to their Southern ways. Right. But the northern people are probably going to want all those stuff that South have, the cell phones.
I was thinking too. I thought the same thing. Like if anything were to come of this, like the North and South would merge. But if the North and South would merge, there would have to be one leader, wouldn't you think?
Depending. I mean, it could be still reunited, but still have their separate leaders from North and South.
It could be different states.
Possibly. They just got to get rid of that demilitarized zone. That was just a death trap. You got barbed wires and landmines and all that crap. So it's difficult to say because everybody's been used to Korea is North and South, and the North is the bad and the South is our allies and stuff like that. They're so used to it. It's going to have a lot of change had to happen in order to be actually a significant change in that area.
Did you say that Kim Jong-un is fighting for peace in North Korea?
Oh, no. Well, I didn't say that.
I must have misheard you then. I thought that's what you were saying.
No. I said that he made peace with President Moon. I didn't say he's fighting with. No, he's not fighting for peace. I posed a question, however, from one of my friends. He had asked me. He was like, "Man, by seeing Kim Jong-un make peace with President Moon of the South, do you think there might be an inkling that perhaps he's at least attempting to try to change his ways? Like perhaps in 10 years we might see a different Kim Jong-un than we see now."
And that's kind of hard to believe, though, because if you look at all the stuff he does now, it's like you ain't gonna just change from that stuff overnight. I mean, for Christ's sakes, they execute you for not being sad on a particular day. It's like you don't go from.
I mean, he took out his uncle. Everybody free. He took out his uncle. I was like, wow, his uncle.
He killed his brother. Yeah, I honestly believe he killed his brother.
Face turns and heel turns are for Monday nights on USA. In real life, assholes are fucking assholes.
Right. Yo, that's a damn good point, man. That is a damn good point. Because when Stacy said, because I thought the same thing, like, okay, maybe they might try to merge now since they're basically at peace. Or they signed peace treaties. They're not actually at peace. They signed peace treaties. Maybe they might try to merge. But like I just asked Stacy, like, yo, if they merge, there's only going to basically be one leader unless they set it up different ways, which I highly doubt. Once they merge, you never know. Kim Jong-un, of course, is going to get big-headed and try to take over the South or whatever, You never know. You never know. So I just thought that was interesting.
The peace treaty thing might be the beginning of something, of some plot he has as well. It might not even be.
Yes. I was thinking that too.
Because he said, I'm gonna get rid of the nukes, but I want a promise that the United States would not invade or try to take over North Korea. And it was like it's just too much propaganda being spread over the North. Like the U.S. is evil. We're evil. They started the war with us, and they split our country in half. It's like they consider the United States evil.
Right.
And then it's like now he said, okay, I'll get rid of my nukes, but the United States got to leave North Korea alone. So you wonder what's on his mind.
He's just pissed off because he doesn't have an octuple cheeseburger in his country.
Listen, though, he could get one if he wants it. Listen, that motherfucker looks like he eats octuple cheeseburgers every day.
I'm so wee.
Didn't help him with his height.
It don't. He's a big dude.
Like Kim Jong-un?
Merch says
he got a stomach on him.
Merch says in the chat, midget booties are scary to JP at least. They're not scary. Midget booties are nice.
Speaking of JP being afraid of midgets, how does he ever deal with looking at Kim Jong-un on the screen?
Oh, man. No, but listen, though. Yeah, Kim Jong-un does have a big belly. He's got a freaking big belly. And I think I
Asian
looked it
Buddha.
up. I looked it up a couple.
Wait, but isn't Buddha Asian though?
He is, yeah. He's
Okay, well then.
Buddha, that's China.
All right,
Japanese.
yeah, okay.
I
Shows what
agree.
I know.
Buddha.
He's the rebirth of. This is the resurrection.
Buddha, that's Tibet, China. Buddha.
Buddha, 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 Buddha.
Buddha, Buddha.
Slap
Join
that
the
stomach.
Buddha movement.
Slap
Join
that
the
stomach.
Buddha movement, baby. I remember a couple times because I got a nice gut my damn self. And whenever my brother or my niece need a good look, they always rub my belly.
Yeah.
But Kim Jong-un, I looked it up a couple months ago. And I maybe I'm wrong about this. Maybe I don't remember the number correctly. But I think he's 35 years old, yo. He's a young leader.
He's a young guy, yeah.
And I didn't know until recently, and it shouldn't have came as a shock to me, but he has a wife.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he could have any guy, but he could have any girl he wants, really.
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. Yes, he can. Yes,
I
he
mean,
can.
he's drinking the finest wines and liquors and eating the finest foods while his people are starving, eating grass and
Slurping
fucking
the
whatever.
finest cum.
Oh God.
You know, North Korea though, when you really think about it, it's a scary place, yo. I wouldn't go there. I would not go. Like when they went on the college trip Otto Warmbier had went on. You would think, because he was what, 22, 23? He's older than me. Even I know, man, going to North Korea, you best have your best behavior on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to freaking steal posters out of hotels.
And that's the
and
thing,
shit.
they don't allow you to talk to the locals. You always
not
have
at
a
all.
guide with you.
You always
Really?
have a
That I
guide
didn't
with,
know.
You always
That I
have a
didn't
guide
know.
with you. Yeah. Everybody's got to escort you everywhere you go. You can't. You can't go nowhere else. No. You can't go. Got to come with me. Wow. I just want to go there. I want to talk to the people.
They search your hard drives and stuff to see if you have any movies or anything that aren't allowed in the country.
Now that I didn't know. I did not know that. But the thing is, I wouldn't have went. Talk about college trip. Oh, we're going to North Korea. Like,
Shit.
Why would you want to go there? Why, I wouldn't. I would not want to go to North Korea. Honestly, like the only place that I think is good to travel to is Europe.
Oh God, yes.
And even then they have some places like freaking France. I don't know if they have that terrorist shit still going on over there. But
no, but that's like rarity. Even if it did happen recently, that's still kind of a rare thing,
Right, of
Because
course.
people, that's the thing, a lot of people do that stuff where, like, somewhere will be safe for hundreds of years, but then they have one terrorist attack and they act like it happened every day.
But you know what though? Another thing, Ebola in Africa, when they had that big Ebola scare in like maybe mid to late 2014. Why is your dumb ass gonna travel to freaking Africa knowing that they got that shit there? Like, my biggest thing is when you're getting ready to travel, one, do some research, and two, rethink before you travel. I know you're not too young to do some research, man. I don't care. Dude, Otto Warmbier was in his early 20s, about to get married, I think. Early 20s, about to graduate college. He traveled to North Korea, and his dumb ass takes a stupid bet trying to freaking confiscate a poster from a North Korean hotel. I just think that's fucking stupid. He deserved what he got, to be honest with you. I'm like, oh yeah, that's sad. But look at what he done. You figure he's a college student. Like I said, I'm not well informed as a Stacy or even a Drew when it comes to politics. But I know if you're going to North Korea, don't be a dumbass and try to do some shit like stealing propaganda posters.
So we're going to North Korea. Oh, South Korea? No, North. No, we're going South.
Oh, you guys going to North? Okay, cool. I ain't going.
I'll steal some of that Pad CU. I love that shit. Give me some tofu in there, a little bit of extra mushroom and broccoli, spicy that thing up.
Meet some of the girls.
Is that another leader?
No, that's actually a Thai dish. That's my favorite Thai dish.
You go there like, me so horny. Hey, honey.
Me so horny. Me so hungry.
Me so hungry. That's what they say in the north and shit. The whores be like, me so hungry. Feed me long time.
Feed me more.
Oh, God.
Feed me more, bitch. Feed me more pussy.
I'm tired of eating grass.
I am not a goat.
I am not a goat. Damn, we only been going for an hour. Interesting. I thought we were going way longer than this. But have you heard, Stace, about the Washington Redskins cheerleaders, right? They were, because I seen this today.
Drop it like it's hot.
They were dropping it like it's hot, apparently. They said they were being, I wouldn't say forced, but they were basically acting as escorts for the top male execs of the Redskins. They were acting as escorts, and when they went out to Costa Rica in 2013, I believe it was, they were asked to do a topless photo shoot.
Yeah, but their passports taken from them.
Yeah, that too. They had their passports taken from them,
so they can't fucking leave. So you got like, oh shit, they got us.
Hearing this though, as soon as I heard this, I read this on Twitter. It made me think, like, if you're a female, right, and you want to get in, it's not Hollywood, but you want to get into any type of profession like cheerleading or acting or music or any type of big career like that comes with any form of fame and fortune. Like even the ring girls, the girls who walk to the ring with the numbers and shit.
Oh, yeah.
During UFC fights. Even they were talking about they were getting heckled by guys and shit. Like, it just made me think, if you're trying to do something like that, and I hate to say this, but that shit should be expected. That shit should be expected. I'm sorry. Like, if you're a female looking to get into all that, you should be already aware that that's gonna happen. I'm just being honest.
It should be expected to be heckled or whatever, because I mean, even if you didn't have that job, a beautiful woman is always gonna be,
I mean, cat calls and the whistles and all that stuff. Especially if you got a nice little bungie going on there.
That bungian. Got that bungian.
You're gonna get the cat call. Like, oh my God, yeah, baby. Whistle and all that stuff. It's like this, like dancers, strippers, anywhere where sex sells.
Right.
And men, we're dogs. Plain and simple, we're dogs. And why we must chase the cat?
Speak for yourself.
Oh, you a dog too. So.
Oh, come on, Alex. You Mr. Goody Two Shoes.
Why must I chase the cat?
Mr. Goody Two Shoes talking about some. Speak for yourself. Now get the fuck out of here.
No, yeah.
I'll call the killer for you.
If somebody we know was in a bikini in front of you, oh yeah, the dog will come out.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Mm-hmm. The dog will come out.
Like I said, that shit should be. It should be expected. Is it right? No, hell no.
No, it's not right.
Like you said, any type of position where sex sells, you as a female, you shouldn't be expected, but you should be expecting to do something a little extra than your job description entitles.
I mean,
not that it's right, but it should just be expected.
Dependent if someone proposition you the correct way and the wrong way. Like you working at a strip bar, you're not so solicit outside, doing other extracurricular, and you just you're strictly supposed to be dancing and getting tips, and that's it. But then on the outside, like, yo, if I give you my telephone number, let's meet up and all that stuff, and we can do a little something. I've seen that happen all the damn time. But
Gorilla says he knows it's strong being a tough, independent, beautiful woman. And when you really think about it, by some guys, independent women aren't taken seriously. They're not. Like, they expect their woman to, basically be like they were in the 1950s. Stay home, raise the kids, do all the home, all the home shit.
No, not that. Women are multitaskers. They have so many things on their plate, and they're just juggling it.
You know what, man? This I told you the story about an hour ago before we went on. My history teacher, right? He is used to doing all the work, going out, and his wife has a job too, but she just got a new job recently where she has to travel.
Mm-hmm.
And he said this week was his first week actually seeing how hard a mother's job was.
Oh yeah.
Because he told the story. He woke up and, he got his daughters up. They're like 12 and 14, I believe. Got his daughters up. He basically helped brush their hair and shit. And, they had asked him like for breakfast smoothies because their mom always made them breakfast smoothies. He's like, what the hell is a breakfast smoothie? Because he didn't know what it was. He didn't know what it was. So he said, you know what? All right. We're going to have to improvise here. No breakfast smoothies. But what we're going to do is we had enchiladas last night. We're going to heat them bad boys up. We're going to eat them today for breakfast. So he heats them up, some of the enchiladas. They were veggie enchiladas, lame ass shit. He's like, heat them up the enchiladas and gave them a glass of milk. That was their breakfast. So, and it was interesting because I want to say he's like in his mid 40s. He was like, man, this is my first time seeing how hard a mother's job was because he's used to having his wife do all that. But since she's out on business, he has to do that. And he said, man, it's pretty damn tough. It's not easy. It's having to send your kids off to school, then go to work, It's just a mother's job is never done, as they said. And remember on episode 1, I had brought up the study done by Welch's. I believe it was mothers who have kids ages 5 to 12, right? Their expected work day is 6:30 in the morning to 8:30 at night, which is a 14-hour shift, I believe. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the week, they say that women stay-at-home mothers average at least 98 work hours a week. Something along those lines. I can't remember 100%.
It's a hard job.
Basically, it's a hard job, absolutely. Especially if you have little kids, man. Especially if you have little kids. It's not an easy job, straight up.
I mean, Drew should know.
Yeah, I was just about to ask him, Drew, man. What is it like? Because you have one kid. She's 3 years old, I believe, right? Ruby. What is it like? Because you're out on the road most of the time. And Tara, I believe, she does all the kid stuff. So I'm sure, and you got like, what, 2 or 3 cats? So you got to take care of the cats too. So I'm sure it's pretty tough on Tara. What do you think about that, man? You got anything
Actually,
to comment
he's
on
not
that?
He dropped out of the car.
Oh, that's...
Oh.
I didn't even look on the thing. Did he say something in the chat? I'm not even... well... Damn, that sucks. They had a great setup for him and everything. Man, Alex, you should have said that before I kept going, man.
Well,
But what do you think about that, Alex? What do you think about that?
What do I think about Jermaine?
The mother's thing.
Well, I mean, obviously it's hard work and stuff.
Absolutely.
It all comes down to perspective and everything, I guess.
Especially raising a little Alex.
Because no matter what, you could always say no matter what job you have, there's always a worse one out there. But I would say a mother's job is pretty high up on that list, especially if they're younger. If they're older, it's not as bad. Then you're just doing what you would have normally done anyway. But dealing with younger kids, then yeah, that's a full-time job. But like once you get I would say 12 and older, you start to go back into like stuff you would have normally done just with an extra person.
And if you ever realize, women are the ones who are actually going to school and finishing school. They're the ones getting the good jobs and stuff like that. So it's kind of like a little shift change. Like certain men are like mostly staying home and letting the women be the breadwinners because they're getting the better jobs and stuff like that. Because they're going to school and getting that education and getting the proper notifications and getting the jobs given to them, higher up jobs. And if you got you married and your wife is making like starting $50,000 a year, and you was barely making like 30, 35 or something to that effect. Hey, honey, you knock it out, baby. I'll be
I would
home.
say,
But still,
I would say in the case of that,
the
though,
thing is,
I would
the
say in
thing
the
is,
case
if
of
you
that,
can afford it, work both. Like the mother and father can work. Like if your kids are capable of staying at home by themselves, work both. Gorilla said in the chat, I want to bring this up. He said he works 2 jobs and he has a 12-year-old nonverbal autistic son.
Mm-hmm.
That's got to be fucking tough.
Oh yeah.
That's got to be tough. Like, cause I remember him saying his son had a nonverbal autism. I didn't know he worked 2 jobs though. Like, it makes me think too. Like, how does he do it? Does he have like a helper, or does he like leave his son?
Well,
with
I guess on the
to...
strength of his, of course he had to have a helper, but on the strength
Right.
of his child, he has to do what he has to do.
Exactly.
And that's what
Right.
certain mentalities some people don't have lately. They have to do what on the strength of your children. You have to do what you have to do. You got to make certain sacrifices so that at least they'll grow up to have a decent childhood,
Right.
to a good go into a good adulthood, the young adults. Because nowadays, parents nowadays they're slacking with their kids. They try to give their kids everything because they're trying to be friends, best friends with their kids, and not trying to be a parent in which the kids can look up to. The kids just looking at these parents like they ATMs. It's like, I need a new iPhone.
True, yeah.
I'm on this flat screen. What you gonna do? I got chores around this house. You knock those out. Knock them out. Knock them out.
Have them work for it, man.
Hell yeah. I worked for anything I had to get. Past 16, I had to work for every damn thing. I clothes. I want certain clothes. Better go work for it. All right, motherfucker, no problem. I'll work for it.
The thing with me, and I this had to be like my 3rd week in a row saying it, but I was never materialistic. And then, like you said, Stace, you had to work for what you wanted as soon as you hit like 16 or whatever. But me, I never wanted too much. Like for my birthday, every year, all I wanted was nothing too special, not an expensive gift or whatever. Like if my mom just made me my favorite birthday dinner, I'm fucking set. I'm happy.
Yeah, but your stomach is the only thing that's spoiled.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Listen, and I'll take that over having any type of expensive gift out there. Like I'd rather have a spoiled stomach than to have a freaking $300-$400 iPad or whatever. I mean, I got that already, but still, it's just the idea that it doesn't pay to be materialistic.
No,
it honestly doesn't. Do whatever it takes for you to enjoy yourself. Like that's the way I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Materialism never pays off. Because I know some people who are freaking materialistic, and it's like, man. And the thing is, people who are materialistic, they get into money problems. Like, say if somebody came into some money and they try to have their hand out. Oh yeah, man, maybe I should get this or maybe I should get that or whatever. And then it turns into a big argument. Then you end up freaking losing. You losing the relationship you have with that person, whether it be a friendship or
because those people are trying to live beyond their means.
Exactly.
You live beyond your means and don't know how to budget anything like that. You just want to splurge.
Right.
Then yeah, you're going to get some problems. I mean, that's why there's so many people with credit problems now.
Oh,
they live beyond their means and shit.
Credit cards are just a setup for failure, if you ask me. Now, if you have the personality, like me, I was looking into getting one, and I was told that maybe I should start off at a department store credit card, like maybe a Walmart or something like that. But I was thinking, credit cards are good to have on standby when you don't have no bread in your pocket. But the thing is, most people. And it's 100% understandable. Most people will spend they'll max that damn credit card out, yo.
Mm-hmm.
They'll max that credit card out.
Look, the way I feel,
Bailey does his tab at Jack in the Box.
The way I feel about a credit card, if you poor, always get a prepaid credit card. Never get one of those ones where you use it and then you pay a bill. No, get one that just takes the money from in your bank, and if you ain't got no money in your bank, guess what? The credit card.
The debit.
Yeah.
Because I tell people when I worked in retail, and we had to sell the store cards and stuff like that. Some people want to try to get the store card, and people was like, they don't get approved. So they was like, "What? How do I get my credit up?" I said, "Look, you got a debit card, right? You use that to apply for the card. Instead of using things as debit, we got to press in the numbers. Use it as credit. You got the Visa MasterCard logo. You're using it as credit. You're not borrowing money from them. You're using your own money to pay for your items, but you're using the credit. It's little trickles on your account or on your record, but you're still gaining credit little by little by little by little.
Oh, okay. So even when you're using like your debit card, you can swipe on credit.
Swipe as credit, but it's your money, so you don't have to owe nobody nothing.
So technically, I didn't know this. So technically, you don't have to have a credit card to build credit.
Have a Visa, MasterCard, debit card. And there's one lady, she came and thanked me. I said, hey, how you doing? She said, oh, I want to thank you. I said, why? I said, the advice you gave me, it was helping my credit build up little by little. And I think she was getting a car or something like that. Mm-hmm. And it helped me. And I was like, that's great. Thank you. You're welcome.
I did not know that. Holy shit. I learned something new today.
That's one of the tricks people don't fucking realize. Oh, it's fucking using a credit card, another credit card. No, use your debit card as credit. They gave you the option to use it, debit or credit. Oh, I use it as credit.
Interesting. Okay.
And because you're using Visa or you're using MasterCard, you're still building up the credit history.
Right. Yeah, I got a MasterCard. So
Visa, right? MasterCard Visa, right?
Mm-hmm.
A Master debit.
Right.
So anytime you make a purchase, just do it as credit. It's your money.
So I'm going to go and get 3 gigantic burgers tomorrow. Swipe it on credit. No, I'm not going to do it. Shit. But that's interesting, man. I did not know that.
Yeah, man. Working on these retail jobs, yo. I had to learn that shit, man. I was like, man, fuck the credit cards. The store always wants you to sell the credit card, sell our card. I look at the back of that thing. Them APR will fuck people up. Right. 29%? Fuck this shit. I ain't trying to sell no goddamn credit card to these people. I tell people to use your debit card.
Some stores, I knew someone who worked at, I want to say it was Sam's Club. It's another part of Walmart. I don't know if you have one out there in Jersey.
Yeah, we do.
At Sam's Club, they have the Sam's cards.
Mm-hmm.
And it is mandatory that you need to sell a certain, excuse me. You need to sell a certain number of Sam's cards to customers. And I guess if you don't sell a certain amount, you were penalized for it.
That sucks, yo. I hate that shit. It
does.
It's like, because, maybe one day people don't want to fucking, I don't want that card. I don't want that card. And it was like, they ask you questions like, what's the APR? And you like, such and such. Oh, that's too high. I don't want that card.
Right.
Yeah, because people are getting smarter about credit. They should, because the fucking whole country's in debt. $21 trillion. The fuck? How the hell are we going to pay that shit off? Never.
You're not. Never. No. Someone said one day they're going to, one of my buddies said one day they're just going to end up giving the country away. I'm like, no, they're not going to do that.
They're going to just cut off pieces, like cut off Florida. Here you go. That's like $2 trillion. Cut off Maine, that's about half a trillion.
Don't cut off Chicago. Keep Chicago here, man. I don't care about the rest of y'all motherfuckers. Keep me in America, damn it.
just dividing the country up and shit.
Oh shit, what's popping? TSS 2. What is popping?
TSS. Everybody love his videos.
Sam's Club is Walmart's Costco. It is, man. It is.
Mm-hmm.
Because one thing I remember about Costco, I think that's a little bakery store. Costco, I'm almost sure it is. But I remember I was little. I used to get like my birthday cakes and shit from there, man. Sam's got some good freaking bakery.
Goods. Costco's is like BJ's. Remember BJ's? When you want to buy all your shit in bulk. When you want to buy your shit in bulk.
Right.
Remember BJ's? You buy your shit in bulk. I like ones like. Oh, not a couple of rolls of toilet paper. Get that fucking big ass thing of
like that. Sam's is a good place. Like whenever you want to buy stock up on stuff like freaking microwave food or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like for Alex, you want to get that big ass jumbo thing of Hot Pockets or some motherfucking. Go to fucking Sam's, man. You get the hookup for that.
Steak is the only thing I microwave.
We'll get you some Trump steaks. You can microwave them.
Microwave them Trump steaks. You realize they're under a different name. These are some. I had these before. These taste familiar, huh?
Chewy.
Chewy, like the fucking microwave steaks.
Yeah, because we got Costco's and we got Sam's also. I think BJ's. Dang, do we still got a BJ's around?
Blowjobs, booty job.
Yeah, it said, "Yo, going to blowjobs." What? I'm going to BJ's. BJ's wholesale.
Like, what do you expect by naming your store that? You should expect.
Oh, look who it is in the chat, Alex. Look who it is. It's Daniel. Waywind. It's motherfucking Daniel in the chat.
What up, Daniel?
Why you throw that to me like that?
Yo, Daniel came on my chat the other night. He was living like a stud, man. He was surrounded by all those women.
Listen, I need to be up in there. You go on at freaking weird times of day. I don't even get notified, yo.
Heather's in the chat too.
Hey, what's up, Heather?
No, she's not.
Yeah, she is.
Is she? I don't see her.
I'm looking at her right now.
TSS2, Daniel, Stone Cold Cody. She's not in the chat.
Dude, I'm looking at her right now. I swear to God. Like, God strike me down dead if I lie.
No.
Shit, God needs to strike his ass down because he's a liar. I don't see her. What did you say?
She's there, dude. I'm telling you, she's there. She's right there. Right there. She's 1, 2, 3, 4 messages from the bottom. No, 5 messages from the bottom.
You refreshed?
I made her telling me I lie and think.
Well.
Oh, okay. Actually, she isn't there. I was freaking out. Sorry.
Good job for derailing the show, Alex. Good job for derailing the show.
You're welcome.
Honestly, no. If she was there, I'd be surprised. I haven't seen Heather. Heather hasn't came on here, man.
Derailed the highway to Friday.
He
fucked that shit up. Beautiful.
No, I was
stay out of the damn chat. Shut up.
No, I was staying out of the damn chat. Don't be giving me attitude. No, I was in a different chat and I thought I was in your chat. My apologies.
Beautiful. Listen, Stace, we were talking about this earlier, Kanye West and his freaking slavery comments, man.
Lord have mercy. That's the silliest black man ever. I wanted to punch him in the face for saying some bullshit like that. I seen the TMZ episode. That was just the crazy, whatever. It was just the craziest thing I've ever heard. How the hell are you going to say slavery was a choice? 400 years?
400 years, man.
That means that's a choice. Years. Like, you fucking.
They made a choice by the black people, just to clarify, because I don't know like the story.
Yeah, he said it's basically a choice by the black people for basically allowing them to be misused as the way they were being used as slaves. Because he tried to clear it up the next day, saying that it's basically a choice because they clearly outnumbered the white owners and shit, all the white people. They clearly outnumbered them, and they could have easily turned it around in their favor. Which, when you really, what the hell do you think about that, Stace? I wish I had the tweet with me. I don't even think he tweeted out, but he basically switched it around. He basically said, "Yeah, it's a choice because they outnumbered all the white people. They easily outnumbered all the white people. They could have freaking turned on
They didn't easily outnumber the white folks. No.
That's what he said.
No. He don't know his fucking history. That's why. He don't know fucking shit. His dumb ass don't know shit. And he from Chicago and don't know shit. And that's why a lot of the slave owners, they had overseers and they had the men on the horses watching all the slaves do their their work and everything. And if the slave is not performing well, he gets whipped. And that is a psychological and not only physical, but a psychological damaging situation to be whipped when you're having the scars on your back and stuff like that. And they brand you.
Shout out to you, brother. I'm sorry. Keep going.
They brand you and everything like that. You are property. And they own you. They got paperwork saying they own you and everything like that. And it's like some people want to fight back, so that's why they started escaping and stuff like that. Some people want to fight back. But then, you got people with guns.
Right.
We're used to spears and shit like that. We weren't using no guns, like a projectile that will kill you. Like with
the situation, the situation in the end, anyone could see, a freaking child could see, it didn't favor black people, man. And for Kanye to say something like that, I think is just freaking stupid.
Yeah, and then he talking about why we're all still in slavery because we always complain about racism. Racism exists today. In any type of culture, minority-wise, it exists today. There's racism everywhere, still. I mean, I know it's the 21st century, but people still cannot grow up. I mean, you still got the Ku Klux Klan. You still got the white supremacists. Right. You still got racism out there. That's why when he said that shit, I really seriously wanted to punch him in the fucking eye to correct his fucking vision. Because that is the dumbest fucking thing I've heard a black man say ever. Fucking Kanye West. Fuck a Kanye West. That's why his fucking album gonna go wood.
Do you think so, though? Because, listen, I think his album drops June 1st, and a lot of people were saying that this is publicity to, hype up his new album to see what he's going to talk about.
Fuck his ass. I mean, maybe the Ku Klux Klan will buy his album. Oh, yeah, this little knuckle hair, he got some shit on him.
I don't know, though. I mean, Kanye at times, listen, I'll admit he can say some somewhat, I wouldn't say genius, but he says some smart stuff sometimes, but this clearly, obviously, wasn't one of them.
I don't know. I mean, from the time when he said about George Bush, he doesn't care about black people. Now, all of a sudden, now he all hugged up against Trump, like, I love Trump. Fuck you, asshole. What the fuck is your problem? Trump don't like you unless you have money.
Right.
And that's why I was like, I love Trump and all this shit. Are you kissing that man's ass? Just because he's a president? He's a fucking fake president. I don't know. I swear. I really want to choke this motherfucking guy. If I could get my hands on that son of a bitch. He was like, Jesus walk. No, motherfucker, you about to fucking fall, you bitch. I'm going to choke that son of a bitch. I swear. Because he's talking so much stupid shit. And It's like, yo, what the fuck happened to him? He go over Europe and everything, make these fancy ass clothes that nobody in the fucking hood could buy because they too fucking expensive. He got these fucked up, fancy ass fashion shows that was fucking full of shit. I said, yo, he got brainwashed like a bitch. Seriously. And I lost all respect for him because I used to enjoy Kanye's work. His first two albums, and when he was working with Jay-Z and when he did like collaborations, I used to like his work. But I can't respect his ass no more. I can't. And that's my opinion. That comment, man. That's my opinion, and I'm sticking by it. So fucking Kanye could go eat a dick out his wife's ass.
He could go eat Ray J's.
Oh, suck the snot on that motherfucking shit.
But listen, you talk about Kanye having expensive clothes and whatnot. At least it's not like LeVar Ball having his kid get how much?
That's all stupid. If you was raised up and can't afford those type of sneakers, what the hell you gonna make a sneaker that's expensive that other kids can't afford? That's the only thing I always hated about that shit. I mean, you have certain ball players. They used to have like the budget sneakers. I mean, Ewan had some. Mulberry had a pair. Latrell Sprewell, he had a pair. They was inexpensive. They was like, $10 and $20 sneakers. Seriously. And I was like, what? And they was good sneakers.
Right.
But people want that $50, $75, $125 Jordans and shit like that. Yo, they just fucking sneakers.
Well, I would say 50 isn't that much.
50 is okay. I bought $50 pair of sneakers, but yo, they're made in fucking China in a sweatshop for maybe like $12 a pair, and they jacked the price up to $125 Jordans. Fuck out of here. Learn. People gotta learn. That's why you get these these phones and stuff like that, expensive phones. It don't even cost that much to make.
Right.
The Beat headphones, it costs $14 to make a pair of Beat headphones. And they're selling for like $300, $120, $179 or whatever. People gotta think. These motherfuckers jack these prices up because they supposedly want it. Because of the prestige and whatever. I say, fuck all that. I want quality.
TSS says that Shaq has affordable shoes. They're like what, $20 a pair? I think $20 to $50.
Yeah, because he grew up in Newark.
I was gonna bring that up too. Shaq has affordable shoes, while as the freaking Balls kid has freaking $400-$500 shoes. A big baller brand.
Big baller.
I think they said they were freaking. People were saying that he was copying some other person's shoe. So.
I don't know. I mean, as a kid, I never tried to get like the ultra expensive sneakers. I just wanted a pair of sneakers I could kick around in because I know I'm going to dog them out.
Exactly. Right.
You know? Get me some damn Converse. I used to love Chucks. Oh, I used to love that pair of Chucks, yo. I just kicked them, throw them in the damn washing machine, wash them some bitches, air dry them because you can't put them in the dryer. Right. So I used to love some Chucks, yo. They were cheap ass fucking sneakers, Converses. Oh man, back in the day, but then they started, sneakers kept prices going up and up and up. And it don't make no sense. When they made cheaply in fucking sweat factories. I like New Balances. New Balance is an American company. I like my New Balances. First of all, they have a wide width. And, it's comfortable. They're fit for Americans because they're made in America.
Yeah.
Nike's got a little narrow width. I'm like, damn. Shit tight around my fucking I used to hate Nike.
They're tight around your foot. I got a lot of Nike shoes. They're okay. They're okay.
Yeah.
I tell you one thing I hate. I don't like breaking in a pair of new shoes. Like I'll freaking wear a pair of shoes as long as they're freaking staying together. I'll wear them as long as I can. I don't like breaking in new shoes, man. I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I used to get a lot of Payless stuff because it's one thing about Payless. You don't just buy one pair and wear them all the time and dog them out. You buy a few pair and switch them out. And they'll last longer. They'll last longer. I got a pair of boots. I got a pair of shoes or sneakers or whatever. I just switch them out. Maybe one day I wear the boots. One day I wear the shoes. One day I wear the sneakers. I switch them out. But I ain't trying to pay for the three pair of shoes I bought from Payless. Motherfuckers want that much for one pair of Nikes or Adidas or whatever. Like, damn. People just got to learn. They got to learn to be consumers, true consumers.
We got Gina in the chat. TSS says, yeah, people pay freaking hundreds, even thousands for freaking Yeezy shoes. The only person I know who buys Yeezys is Dom is Live. He says he likes Yeezys. But the idea is shoes, man. That freaking $100 for some shoes.
No.
Yeezys are expensive, like freaking Jordans.
Fuck all that. It's crazy. It's just people just got to learn to be smart consumers, because a lot of times we're not going to have the ability to buy everything we need.
Right.
Instead of just buying everything you want, you need to concentrate on what you need. You need a good pair of shoes. As long as it's a good pair of shoes, don't have to be all expensive and everything like that. Just as long as a good pair of shoes to get you to point A to point B, and when you're working, whatever the case may be, or you go out.
Right.
But people need to be smart about their money. I mean, we're not making Floyd Mayweather money, and we can spend like a $1.2 million in whatever the place he was at. Like, no. You need to be smart about your money. Sometimes you got to hold on, like you hold on to money.
Oh,
you hold on to money. Motherfucker, I was told to call you Barrowitz or something. Ray Barrowitz. you hold on to money, yo. And I like that, yo. I like that.
Listen, but like I tell everybody, you hold on to money. That's one way you can ensure that you have money in your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Like people always ask me, hey, how you got you got a lot of, you always be having money? Yes, because I don't be spending it crazy.
No, but see, Ray, this is the thing though. You don't hold on to money. You just cheap.
Yes,
that's a difference.
And you know what? And
you're not holding it out of future worry. You're just cheap.
The only thing he's not cheap.
Right,
the only thing he's not cheap about is food.
Exactly.
Which I was like, hey, I can't blame you. You know, you eat pretty good. God damn it.
Yes. I mean, listen. If you're gonna spend your money on something, spend it on something you enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Like for real. I mean, that's the thing. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a materialistic person. Next week for my birthday, I tell you one thing. I already know what I'm finna get. I'm finna get me some Buffalo Wild Wings. That's what I'm finna get. I'm finna eat either that or I think that's what I'm gonna get. I can't think of anything else that I want.
No scrimps?
But yeah, Buffalo Wild Wings and some scrimps. Mm-hmm. But
and what are they? Want a 6-pack or you want a case of Heineken?
I'm gonna give me a case of friggin' I don't even think we got any up there. Some Heinekens. But that's all I want, man. I'm not a materialistic person. I don't want no $300-$400 phone. I got a new phone. I don't want anything too expensive. That's just me. I'm not materialistic at all. So, like you said, Alex, yeah, I'm whatever. Cheap, okay. That's what you want to call it. You can call it that. You doggone right, I'm cheap. But listen, that's why I always be having money in my freaking pocket, yo. Always. That's why I go into the store. Oh, I want this. I can get it. And that's a damn good feeling, too. Best believe that.
Yeah. Damn sure is.
So I accept that as a freaking compliment. And to you, I say thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome.
Listen. Tell them y'all got to tell them the story of how I canceled my freaking WWE network the other day. Yo. Since we're on the subject of me being cheap, we might as well go there.
Uh-huh. You got WrestleMania.
Yep.
You got the greatest Royal Rumble, and you're gonna have Backlash.
Exactly.
And he canceled it the other day, so you got 3 pay-per-views for $9.99. It's a cheap motherfucker, boy. I love that shit.
Actually, you know what? No. 4. I got 4 because NXT Takeover. I got that too.
Oh yeah,
I be subscribing. Hey, I be subscribing right on the night of the pay per view. So NXT Takeover, I subscribed that night. Right, that was what, April 7th. So I got it all the way to May 7th. So I got all them pay per views. As soon as that goes out, I unsubscribed until I get to a pay per view that I want to see. Then I'll subscribe. So I'll get.
So would you change your IP address?
No, I don't. It's not that I get it for free. I just unsubscribe. I know I'm not breaking any rules or nothing.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying. I thought you'd change your IP address or something.
No, Why would I do that?
Oh, I mean, some people do that, so you can get to the whatever they got, that 30 days free or some crap.
That's and that's the thing with me, man. Like WWE, yeah. Their shit isn't that good. Make me want to stay subscribed every month. Like I want to see the big pay-per-views like the WrestleMania, the Royal Rumbles, and
SummerSlam.
Yeah, all the big pay-per-views. Anywhere else, I'll get it wherever I can get it. You know.
I was like, funny. You motherfucker.
It's funny because we were on the freaking phone, and I was like, oh shit, I still need to cancel my WWE network. He was like, you were like, do it now. I was like, do it now. I'm like, man, I got to get over to my freaking PlayStation, man. So I already have it all set up there. You know, I'm like, you know what? No, screw it. I think I can get it on my phone. I got up on there on my phone. I was like, man, fuck this shit. I'm going to cancel this shit. Mm-hmm. How did I say it? You made me awesome, yo.
So let me catch this shit. Hey, you know, and it's funny, you know, like I said, I worked a lot of retail, and I remember the last job I had was Old Navy, and One time they had 30 days, refund money back refunds, but then they extended to 90 days. This is when the smart, little slick ass shoppers came out. They'll buy stuff, maybe not on sale, maybe it's a regular price. They'll come back on the 89th day, which we know we marked that stuff down in clearance. They get their full money back, and then they'll wait a little bit later and they'll rebuy it back at clearance. I was like, y'all slick motherfuckers. Because this one girl used to always come back 89th day, guaranteed. All her receipts, everything circled what she's returning. And we got to give her the full money back. Right. Then she'll wait around. Like, she'll either come later on the day where we put it back on the floor and marked it as clearance or whatever. And she'll come back, buy it over again. Saving money like a motherfucker. I was like, you slick as hell. She just smirked. It's like, me. I was like, yeah, I see you. 89-day buying motherfucker.
TSS pointed this out in the chat. I can get the 3-month WWE Network gift card for $29. But when you really think about it, I'm not saving any money because $9.99, it's really $10. If anything, I'm saving $1. So it's really not that worth it. Because as soon as he said $29, I was like, oh, snap, I get him the deal. But I thought about it. I was like, no, it's 10 times 3. That's $30.
Well, there's always the $9.99 thing, the nines. That's always been fooling people for years.
Exactly, yes.
$19.99, that's $20. What the fuck? Or whatever it is, $29.99, $129.99. That's the thing that rings in people's ears, and they think they're saving money.
I upgrade. No, I say, you know what? No, that ain't $9.99. That's $10. $10 a month. $10. Because even if you look at it this way, if you spend it, and you're not, 9 times 3 is 27. That's what people automatically do. They don't add up the change. They say 9 times 3, $27. No, $9.99 times 3, you're basically spending $30. So you're really not saving any money, really. So,
I mean, I'll
stick to doing it my way.
People always put a spin on sales and stuff like that. You think but you got to look at the big picture and do the math. And you're like, oh, that ain't even shit.
Exactly. And that's one thing I'm glad I'm good at is math. Like I'm good at, I may not be the best, but listen, when it comes to counting money, I consider myself to be somewhat good at it. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah, because I'm a consumer.
You know why? Because you're cheap.
That's right. Yes, I am.
Because I'm a consumer. Cheap. I'm a real consumer. I'm looking at prices. I'm looking at okay, that's a 12 ounce, but they got the 18 ounce for like $1 more. That's a bargain right there. I get the 18 ounce. I'm always looking like that because I'm a smart shopper. Especially when I was out and about and in shopping. I always did a lot of price comparison, looking at the back of the ingredients. Okay, what's the difference? Damn. This is the one. This is the one. I get that one. I always did that, and people was like, "Damn, well, you taking so long shopping?" Fuck yeah, I'm saving money. God damn it! And if I get some coupons, oh hell yeah, get them coupons. I cut some coupons.
Oh, of course. Mm-hmm.
Saved me a whole bunch of money, yo.
Canadian Basement's in the chat.
Canadian crazy.
Basement's in the chat. What's poppin', Canadian Basement?
Booty.
Yes, but yeah, that's the thing about freaking being conservative, man. You always have money on you. That's the one thing I like about it.
I mean, a couple of times I want to splurge a little bit. I'll do it because I have the money. But in the long run, I like sales. I like discounts. I like getting my money's worth. Like the phone, I got an iPhone 6S. I don't want no 7. I don't want none of them 8. So I don't want a 10. I ain't paying no $1,000 for no goddamn phone. I wait. And if I got to get my upgrade in September, I'm going to get another 6S. The 128-bit gigabytes for less than I paid for this one. So
right,
yeah, it's just you gotta take the opportunity and help yourself save some money and look at the big picture on things.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I had this phone. I'm happy with this phone. So I'm saying, fuck it. I'm going to get another one with more gigabytes.
Well, it never hurts to freaking upgrade because you're on the 6S. So the next one up is the 7. So it never
7.
hurts.
I like my phone jacks because I got headphones at the yin yang.
Right.
I don't want no wireless. I'm just like, no, I don't want wireless. I'm just have my 6S because I like the 6S. I'm happy with it. And once you're happy,
Caliber's in the chat. What's popping, Alpha?
And once you're happy with something, don't have to break for tradition. Don't try to upgrade every year. They come on the fucking phone every year. That's one thing I don't understand for the life of me. Like last year, I had got the iPhone 6S Plus for freaking $400 on from Best Buy, and 16 gigs, everything that I need. And I was thinking about, maybe I should get the 8 Plus for freaking $800. I was actually thinking about because I was gonna have the money to get it. I was like, maybe I should get it. And I was like, no, why do that? I might as well save and have money in my pocket. So. And you're happy with your phone, right?
Oh hell yeah! I use that bad boy every day, man.
As long as you're happy.
That thing's like my freaking sidekick, yo.
As long as you're happy, yo. As long as you're happy with your purchase. And you don't feel like you've been gypped.
Right, exactly. And you know what? I do not feel gypped at all.
Right.
The only thing was at this at a cell phone place that we normally go to, this guy was selling a 6 Plus, a white one for $250. I wanted a nice white phone. And I was like, maybe I should have got that. But you know what? I'm still not even tripping about the one that I got. It works for me. It's nice and big. I like the screen. I can see it good and shit. So I'm not complaining one bit.
Yeah, because I've been with Sprint for years. So when my upgrade came, a couple years ago, and it was like, yeah, we have the 6S for $129.99. Word? How many gigs? 64. Fuck what? Oh, I'll take that. And like I said, when I get if I want to get another one, I'm going to get the 128 gigs. It might be cheaper than that. So
right.
I play the waiting game. I always play the waiting game, and it always served me well.
Basement said that with every phone, with every software update, phones start to slow down like right after 3-4 years after use, which is in a sense true. I'm not going to deny that. The thing is, I never noticed it because I had a freaking iPhone 4S, the real small one.
Yeah.
I had an iPhone 4S until 2016, right? At the end of 2017, that's when I upgraded to the iPhone 6S Plus.
Well, Apple had admitted.
They have.
They admitted that they're slowing down with their upgrades, updates, and the older phones are slowing down. They admitted that shit. So I was like, yeah, all right, you slick asses.
Right. Yeah, but you see, that's the thing, man.
but that's the thing. That forces people to want to buy an upgraded phone.
That's what I was gonna say.
And it's like, no, don't do that shit. Just say, fuck them updates.
Listen, the thing with me, and Alex says it best, I'm cheap. If that iPhone 4S hadn't started messing up and everything was working fine on it until the day, I would have never upgraded. Because you know what? That thing accomplished everything I needed it to do. Exactly. Sure, I wasn't able to get some apps that I wanted because the phone, and that's another thing, you can't get apps after the phone after a while it stops taking updates. You can't get new apps. So I said, you know what? I'll find a workaround on it. I'll freaking use the website. I'll use Safari to go on the websites that I need to go on. So that's one thing.
It's funny. And a lot of this stuff is disposable technology anyhow. Because it's like back in the day, if we bought a TV and something happens to the TV, we could take it to the repair shop, get it fixed. Now, either you're going to have to either mail it out to somewhere or you're going to have to buy another one. Disposable technology. I mean, I got a flat screen TV and something happened, like some asshole cracked my screen. I'm going to be pissed because I got to fucking either, mail it out somewhere to West Bubblefuck somewhere, or I got to get another one.
You know, Basement says he always upgrades to the phone that was released last year, which isn't a bad strategy. Like, as long as my iPhone is accepting updates, I'm good with it. Like, this should stop receiving updates in 2020, if I'm correct, because it came out in 2015. So every 4 to 5 years. So 2019 or 2020, this will stop receiving updates to 6S Plus. But that's still not going to stop me from using it, though.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna use it till the freaking wheels fall off it. Like, I'm that serious.
So that Gorilla Glass is gone.
Hell yeah. The only reason, and I was telling you, the only reason I stopped using the 4S was because the home button stopped working on it.
Okay, yeah.
The home button stopped working on it, and that was my only problem with that phone. My only problem. It's been dropped a couple times, but I wasn't the only one using it, though. Me and my brother shared the phone for a while, and it was getting dropped all over the place. It had, I wouldn't say like cracks, but it had like scratches on the sides and whatnot. And
before Apple had a factory in Texas, everything was made in China in the sweat factories, and it wasn't even that expensive to make an iPhone. I mean, certain parts, blah blah blah. But it wasn't that. Then they charge, $800-900 for a fucking iPhone. And it's like, damn. I was like, how much for a goddamn phone? Oh, unless you with a plan like Verizon or AT&T and Sprint, you'd be like, how much the fucking phone?
But I feel like there's something that people don't realize, and I think this goes to more specifically with your generation, Stacy, because of your age. But like, what a lot of people don't realize is when you buy a smartphone, you're not buying a phone. People make it sound like you're spending $600 for just a phone that only makes calls and only texts.
Yeah, I know we get a little mini computer and fax machine and scanner and blah 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 and movie viewer. So, I know all that.
So you get all of that stuff. Like, that's a lot of things. I think that's a mistake that a lot of people make, is they look at it as if I'm just buying a phone that can only make calls. It's like, no, that's not the case. I mean, the cameras on the new phones better than some $500 cameras. So the friggin' camera on a lot of the phones worth more than the phone itself.
Yeah, it's understandable, but like I said, it's disposable technology because it don't always.
No, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just talking about the whole I'm spending all this money for a phone thing.
No, but hey, we want a deal. We want a deal. How you think Apple is fucking almost a $1 trillion business? Because they're not letting up on their prices. You either got to find some way to finagle and get that shit on sale somehow, some way, whatever. They're not letting up on the prices. They say,
they're not.
If people gonna still keep buying this shit, we're gonna still keep having this shit. $800, $900, $1,000, Apple $10,000. I was like, you got to be fucking crazy. You might as well buy a damn computer for that much. And then you have a top-notch computer.
Yeah, you're 100% right, man. And the crazy thing is, some of their computers are being sold at that price.
And even cheaper.
Yeah,
you can get like a nice computer for $500.
Listen, if you spend $1,000 on a smartphone, I'm sorry, you need to get your ass beat. I'm sorry, I'm just being honest. I'm dead serious, yo. If you spend $1,000 on an iPhone, you need to be freaking DDT'd in the street.
Just because you want to keep up with the Joneses. You want to be the new kid with the brand new phone. Oh, look at my new iPhone 10. Oh, wow, let me see that. Oh, yeah, you like the status symbol. That's all it is, a status symbol. I just want a decent phone where I can do a lot of shit with at a reasonable price. And that's why I stay with my Sprint, because I get a lot of shit on sale when I do upgrades to phones. And I'm happy with it. And that's all that counts. I'm doing a fucking YouTube channel with, up and up and up subscribers on my phone.
Right.
So I'm happy. I'm fucking happy, yo. Shit. I have no complaints. So as long as I'm happy and I got a good deal, I'll continue to go for that best deal, the good deals.
You know, Basement said that the main reason why Apple's dominating the freaking tech market is because they have cutting edge technology along with a luxury device. And you know, it's true. Because for people like you, Stace, and even for me, I use the number one thing that really sold me on these devices is the accessibility technology.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have one friend. I don't know what phone she uses, but it's not an iPhone. But these phones, like iPads, iPhones, and shit, they're built with voiceover. I have no damn idea, to be honest with you. I haven't spoken to her in like
because I love the voiceover. That's how
that's what makes it accessible, and that's why mainly I stick with Apple phones and Apple products is because they're catering to people with vision disabilities, hearing disabilities, even. You know, they're catering to all of that.
I mean, Samsung is catching up with that in particular because they do have the voiceover, but it's not. As a matter of fact, it sounds even better than Siri.
The voice quality is better, but as a person who used Android phone myself with voiceover before, it's not on the same level.
The Galaxy is a beast right now because they got. I mean, it's a beast. I can say. Because I played with my friends on Galaxy. I was like, damn, yo, this is kind of hot.
The only thing, if you ask me, that Galaxy has over iPhones, and this is pretty basic. You have more area to do what you want. Like, for example, with Apple phones, you had to connect to iTunes and all this crazy crap to get your music and shit on your phone. Whereas with Galaxy, and maybe I'm wrong about this, but you're able to download stuff on your phone like music and all that.
No, but see, you can do all that on Apple as well. And plus, you don't even need to connect to iTunes anymore.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to pay. You're gonna have to get that Apple Music thing, right?
No, you don't. No, you don't need to. There's plenty of apps you could download that will let you download MP3 songs and stuff like that.
To your iTunes library.
Not to the library, but to the app itself. And if you always download MP3s, then it wouldn't make a difference. Because then you'll never use it in your
Well, that's one thing I used to like
anyway.
about my my Samsung. Like, I had a Samsung Moment, which had the pull-out keyboard and stuff like that. And I used to be stealing some music. I was thieving, man.
That's how I am with all my devices, man. I be stealing a lot of music, yo.
But see, my thing ultimately is, right, when it comes to the Android versus Apple debate thing, when it comes to updates, I feel like ultimately, Android gives you a bunch of stuff new that you'll never actually use. That's their whole thing, is we're going to give you a bunch of features that you'll never use, where Apple focuses on actual usable stuff, where Android will give you things that you might use once or twice, but after that, you'll never touch it again.
Oh, yes, Alex Payne is the official Apple product salesperson.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying because you are a salesperson when it comes to Apple products.
No, it's just that Apple Music, man. Okay, that Apple Music is life.
I know. I do enjoy that though, because I was cramming some music, man.
Yeah, so, I mean, the entire iTunes app, the entire iTunes store for $10 a month. That is, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They're not a sponsor, so don't be plugging their shit on my show. So, Stace, man, Boy Scouts, they're changing their name. They're allowing girls in. They're calling it Scouts BSA or some along those lines. And I was talking to you about this. Bullshit of America. No, but the thing is, you're old fashioned, right? I don't know if you've done shit with the Scouts or whatever.
I know about I know friends with Scouts and stuff like that.
But what do you think about that? Should they allow Girl Scouts in?
No, it's a Boy Scouts and there's a Girl Scouts.
Will they still be selling cookies?
Yeah, the Girl Scouts. Yeah, that's their thing. And we love the cookies.
I think they're overpriced. But.
I bet they're good though. They're so fucking good. But
listen, well, go ahead.
But the thing is, I mean, they're still going to have Cub Scouts for the youngins. They're still going to be Cub Scouts. But the boys and Girl Scouts, it should be separated because they are Boys and Girl Scouts. You can just break tradition just so you can allow a mixture, co-ed Scouts. That's what it is, co-ed scouts.
Right.
Just have, Boys and Girl Scouts. I mean, they respect each other. They're scouts. They're female and male scouts, boys and girls. What the hell? Always, everybody always want to be politically correct and let's merge and that. No. Just leave it as it is. Leave it as it is.
It really, honestly, it serves no purpose.
Not really.
It serves no purpose when you really think about it. Like, why are they merging the two?
I don't know. It's like a lot of other people just, I don't know, they fucked up with their political correctness and they don't really know exactly, what they're talking about. You don't need to make things co-ed all the time. The Girl Scouts love being girls. Boys want to be like boys. All right.
Right.
You can have them separate. I mean, as long as they respect each other because they're scouts. I mean, people just want to just merge every goddamn thing because they think it's correct. It's not correct.
Right. Why weren't they thinking like this in the fucking 1950s?
So look, this is like, I guess everything is going through this lens of like, I guess, I mean, there's a lot of, let's be real, this is going to turn into a completely different conversation, but in America, like, feminism is getting way out of control.
Right.
Like,
yeah, that's definitely be agreed.
Now, I wouldn't say it's going way out of control. No, it's just that women deserve more than they've been getting.
No. Let me clarify something. I believe that everybody should be everybody's rights should be equal because a lot of people want to say that men and women are on the same level. They're not on the same level in the fact of, like, I don't know how to word it exactly, but men are good at this thing, women are good at that thing. They're opposites that complement each other to achieve one goal. So you both can't be, I'm not saying either one is better than the other, but what I'm saying is you can't put one in a competition with other because they're not on the same field. So what I'm saying is, though, a lot of the stuff that, well, let's be real. By now, women have done 90% of things. So it kind of annoys me when people like praise something as being such groundbreaking when it's something that they probably done for years or something. Right. But the reason why I say feminism is so out of control in America is because it is. Like, something happened to women, it's God help us all, and if it happened to man, nobody cares. And like, all you gotta do is look at TV shows, and I've said this point before, but all you gotta do is look at sitcoms specifically. You name one sitcom, especially from the 90s up, that isn't a man getting put down and berated by his wife, and he has to go to his wife for everything, and the wife is always in control, and anything she said is the end.
Well, that's just the TV media just making the woman as the nag and everything like that, and the man is just like the slacker husband and everything like that. Yeah, that's just a TV media that nobody don't believe that shit.
No, but what I'm saying is, though, that is transcending because a lot of women do start to feel that way, and it's like, oh, what I say is the end, and men don't have anything to say in anything. The women rules everything. That's it. Type of way. Like I said, everybody should be equal, and everybody should be treated the same, and that applies to everybody. That's why, say for example, right? If I make fun of a retarded person, I'm making fun of a retarded person because I would make fun of a regular person. So to give them any less treatment would be not treating them equal.
Right. Yeah. I guess.
So I believe in
I still think even with that, you should still have limits.
No, I don't know, because if I treat you like shit, then I should treat a retarded person just as bad, because if I'm not, then I'm not giving them true equality.
You need to treat your internet connection a little bit better because you're roboting. But Stace, I want to ask you, Stace, what are your favorite Girl Scout cookies? Because Dan in the chat said Girl Scout cookies are good. What are your favorite flavor of Girl Scout cookies?
S'mores.
Really?
Yep. And those the mint ones, the Thin Mints.
I like. Obviously, I'm a big Reese's fan.
The peanut butter ones. Yeah.
Yep. Peanut butter are my favorite, man. I love.
I wish some goddamn Girl Scouts come around this son bitch. None of the little fuckers come around here. I'm like, damn. We like cookies.
You should have bought some when well, I don't know how long those things took to ship.
When
Ken's kid was selling them. Yeah.
Yeah, damn. I know. Damn, I should have got some. Fuck.
Yeah. Damn, I should have. Yeah, but the thing is, those are freaking decent cookies. They do overprice them though. I will tell you that. Almost what, $4 or $5 a box. They were definitely overpriced.
But I mean, when you start eating them, you're happy. So, and it's for the cause for the Girl Scouts. So.
Right. I just got some freaking peanut butter chocolate chip cookies from Jules the other day. Them bad boys was banging, yo. I tore that bag of cookies up. Murdered them cookies, boy.
That committed homicide.
They should have hit me with a homicide charge.
Murder, she wrote. Murder, he wrote.
Well, sometimes he makes me wonder.
What does he say? Lemonades are the best. Daniel said lemonades are the best. I don't know what that means. Is there a cookie named Lemonades?
Those lemon drop cookies he's talking about? I mean, the lemon drop.
That might be. I never heard of those.
I like those though. They got the lemon coating on it.
My mom likes the Samoas. I'm sure you do too, Alex. Right? The Samoa cookies.
Samoa.
The coconuts.
Some Joe Samoa. Samoa Joe.
Again, like I keep telling you, man, you keep talking this shit. I'm gonna say a black joke that don't make no sense, like Bailey.
Woo!
Oh, you said Gino's in the house, right?
No, she had to go to bed because she has a migraine and the head was pounding. I was waiting until afterwards to tell y'all, but since you mentioned she told me to tell y'all apologies.
Oh, no problem.
Hey, it's all good shit.
Yeah, she get well. Get well.
Stace, I don't know if you heard of this. This took place in New Jersey. The Kenworth school superintendent was charged with defecating and urinating in a track and field, in a school track and field of the Homedale High School's track and field area.
Well, he was like, "Oh, y'all ain't
so
shit."
he was pissing and shitting in the track and field area, throwing garbage, dumping garbage in there. They caught him. And it, like I said, the crazy thing it was the school superintendent, man.
Mm-hmm. Guess they'd be looking for a new superintendent.
His name was Thomas Galini. I can't even pronounce his shit. But the thing is, why would you do something like that, man? People, listen. Have you ever sat back and thought, like, crazy people, right? Who kill people or who just do random crazy shit, like. Have you ever sat back and thought how their minds operate?
Not really, because I just don't want to deal with them fuckers. So they're just crazy.
I watch a lot of freaking investigation, man. I think about that shit all the time. Like to think about committing a murder or just like I said, a simple crime or because. Every action, at least to me, every serious action, you know you're doing something wrong. Hell, you're a goddamn school superintendent. You know you're doing something wrong by doing that. The thought has to go through your head that, man, like, why do I want to do this?
Well, see, it's like, I think it all, like, it all comes down to your morals, really. Because, like, to you, killing a person is bad. But to the other person, it just might be, you know, it's just something to do whatever. Like, it's just like, it's no value to it. So it doesn't really matter to them to just do it.
Yeah, because there's got some people that you'll scratch your head trying to think what was on their mind. You'd be wondering, like, how they or when people get brainwashed, forming in cults, or they get brainwashed by ISIS.
Well, see, that kind of stuff is just looking for acceptance. So that's a pretty simple answer, I would say.
Acceptance.
But some people you can argue actually think they're doing the right thing.
Or
you wouldn't
go
be
back.
doing that for acceptance. I don't care who you are. You wouldn't be doing that just for acceptance. You got to be a little cuckoo in the coconut to be doing something like that,
Or go back to Charles Manson when he had his cult followings, and he ordered them to cause havoc and mayhem and murder, and they killed all those people in that house with Sharon Tate, the actress.
Well, see, she was like, he's a good example because, like, whether people believe it or not, brainwashing is a thing that can be done if you know what you're doing. Because, like, Charles Manson, he probably did a lot of other stuff too, but, like, the main thing I'm going to mention is what he would do is take their personality away from them. So, like, what I mean by that is, like, he would tell them to say they were him, and he would do exercises where he would put their palms on his palms and, move it around to, like, mirror his movements. He was basically like stealing their personality and replacing it with his. And when you do those type of, psychological stuff with people long enough, then they lose who they are and only see what you are. So then when you say something, they just follow. Because that's all they know and understand.
But the thing is the will of the person.
Yeah, it all comes down to the will of the person if they'll fall for it.
Because if you have a weak will, you'll fall for anything. And
right.
If you're a strong-willed person, you'll stand up for most everything. Stand up against or stand up for. But there's a lot of people who are weak, and they have weak wills, and they just want to follow like sheep. They want to be in a group that they can be accepted in. Even if they give up all their money, all their possessions, just to be accepted in this group and to be into a bigger picture. It's the will of the people. You must have from a kid, you must develop a strong will.
But see, the thing is, too, though, like, not everybody can be a leader. So there does need to be followers in the world. But the thing is, you need to know if what you are following, you need to have the ability to understand if what you are following is good or bad.
Well, you gotta remember you're in. To be a true individual, you must go through 3 categories. In the first category, you'll be a follower because you have to learn. You might have to follow someone's lead, and then second, you be an individual doing individual projects and showing that you can do a job on your own. And then third, you can be the leader to lead a group and to lead people into a better position of the project or whatever the case may be. Everybody has to go through those 3 areas in order to be a complete person in their lives. Some people don't want to be a leader. Some people want to just be individuals. Some people just want to be followers. And some people are hardcore and they just want to just lead all the time. They don't want to give anybody a chance to show their potential. So
it's interesting though. Like I said, man, you said it's difficult to try to sit back and comprehend why people think the way they think, but just hearing this story, it just makes me think, like, what purpose do you go ahead?
Well, let's think about it though. Let's think about it. Let's be real. This guy shitting in this thing is not that crazy. It's not that
crazy. No,
it's not even close to the craziest thing.
But you had to think. You had to think.
So
and
he was doing
this on a regular.
Right. Who was he mad at? That's
no damn clue.
Because if I'm mad at somebody, I might take a shit on your porch.
But he was doing this. He was doing this on a regular. From what I read, he was doing this on a regular.
Well, see, if he wasn't doing it to spite anybody, then his reasoning might come into question.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
And he's taking a squat and don't even wipe his ass after he finished.
But see, if he was doing that, right, and waving to people as they walk by, picking it up, smelling it, and then throwing it at people, then you could say, okay, he's crazy.
Come on, man.
He's just nuts.
What the hell is that, Magilla? Is that the super or is that Magilla, bro?
Hey, you was considering Magilla, so. You want to laugh at that monkey tree.
Listen, I can laugh at my own. I got good self-deprecating humor, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But the thing is, like I said, self-defecating. Stupid fuck. I'm surprised you didn't hear about this though. This was in Jersey, man.
There's so much shit that goes on around there. I probably, if I would have listened to the Jersey news, but other than that, I ain't hear no shit. Probably I hear it on tonight's news or tomorrow morning. Mr. Shitter.
They call them the high school poop bandit or something like that. It's probably still up on Twitter under the search thing where it's got all the news stories and shit.
Poop bandit.
Poop bandit, New Jersey, Homedale High School, man.
Poop bandit.
Thomas Tremaglini. That's a weird ass.
Hey, wouldn't bandit imply he stole something?
Right.
So what did he do?
People come up with weird ass names, yo.
He stole the decency of the track. He fucked it up. Peeing and shit. You be like on the track, like, oh my god, big old pile of shit.
Oh, you might slip in it.
Ew.
Oh shit.
Oh man, I got.
No.
You can imagine that. You can imagine that slipping in the shit. You can imagine that slipping in the shit and falling face first in the piss.
Oh man, you might as well freaking take a gun and blow your damn brains out, yo.
I don't mind
terrible.
slipping in it as long as I don't land in it, because you know, no matter what you do, you're gonna.
Hey, hold on, coach. I gotta get to the grass and just wipe your sneakers on the grass. Oh my god. It's all got corn in it and shit.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit.
A freaking school superintendent doing that mess, yo. It just got to make you think.
Was he suspended or fired?
He was charged. So, off bat, he got fired for that shit. That was found out. That's proven to be him. So he got fired for that. You already...
How did they prove it? Did they take the DNA?
DNA after shit.
No, I believe they caught him with, like, security cameras or something.
Oh, yeah. Squatting down, taking
if you got people doing that on a regular, man, off bat you're going to set up some security cameras or something like that.
Like, what damn dog is doing this?
It ain't no dog, yo. It ain't no dog.
That's human-looking turd. What the fuck? Like doodoo man.
So check this out though. I was listening to this podcast, right? I don't know if JD mentioned this on last week's Off the Script or whatever. I was listening to this other wrestling podcast, and they brought up a list of WWE wrestlers' salaries. Top couple, you already know. Brock's at $12 million. Cena's at $8 million. Roman, surprisingly, is at $5 million. Seth's at $3 million. Dean's at $2 million. Matt Hardy's at $650,000. Braun's at $3K. And I believe Nia Jax is at $100,000. So it makes me wonder. And Asuka, I believe, is lower than Nia.
Yeah, okay.
But you have to figure, and I know Bo Dallas is somewhere in the threes, right by Braun. So it really makes me think, when I read this, is it really worth it to work for WWE, doing all they ask you to do, but you're getting paid $100K a year? What do you think?
And depending if the amount of work they do, the amount of days they have to be working, they work like 300 something days a year,
something like that. Nia Jax's work schedule, you see her on Raw almost every week, almost.
Yeah, but think about it like this.
To do all that
and the house shows, and you have to pay for your own traveling and hotel expensive, unless you work for NXT, in which they pay for all that.
Yeah, but think about this though. Think about a construction job. You're doing, one would argue, more work with less days off, because you only get 2 days off a week and that's it. And yeah.
All right, so you got 52 days off.
For way less money though. That's my point though. For way less money.
Well, depending on what construction company you're working for. You're working for a good place where they're doing like high rises and stuff like that, or you got like somebody who's just building like freaking, factories or shacks or something.
The thing is, when you really look at it, $100K for a freaking wrestler, like Stay said, you have to pay for your travel, and yeah, you're probably getting like a little percentage of your merch too that's being sold. But when all the work that you're putting in, all the traveling you had to do, one would argue that with construction workers, you can at least go home at night.
Mm-hmm.
You can go home at night. Like Naya,
kick off, have you a good dinner, go fuck your wife and everything, and go to sleep.
They gotta people like Naya, they gotta stay in hotels, they gotta freaking are either on airplanes or driving. With that amount of money, I'd be driving.
But the thing with wrestling is like you got to have the passion for it.
Exactly. Yup.
Because if you don't have the passion for it, and you like, man, fuck this shit, man, fucking Vince McMahon cheating me again, and then you just get pissed off and you like, I want out of my contract.
Right.
But then again, if you think about it, really though. I would say the training and stuff is on them because, they just probably want to be fit. So let's just throw that to the side. Let's say Nia Jax, for example. Let's say she does 3 matches a day. Just in one day, not like every day. But let's say she does 3 matches a day. And none of the matches going to be anything longer than 15 minutes. So if all 3 of them are 15 minutes, that's only 45 minutes of work a day.
But the thing with the WWE, no one leaves home unless it's an emergency. Everybody got to stay in the auditorium until the actual show is closed and the people left. The audience
you're just sitting there, though.
Yeah, I mean,
you're not really doing anything. You're just hanging out.
That's why you better go hit Titus Catering.
But
the thing is, you really don't have freedom, man. That's the thing. Like, you're sacrificing being at home, and like Stay says, you have to have the passion for it. That's what all these wrestlers say, because you're not going to start off with Roman Reigns pay or even Braun Strowman pay.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you have to be passionate,
and they're addicted to it. They're addicted to the crowd yelling and the cheers and performing in front of people. That's their high, and trying to give them the best show. Because if you start doing some crazy shit. And you got the crowd talking about, yes, holy shit, and everybody's like, oh yes, and they cheering you. They say it's a high you cannot get over, and that's why people stay in the business for so long.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like some of them could. I mean, especially when you consider like the fact that they're in the business they're in, like because a lot of people who do like entertainment get paid a lot more than them.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
But what I'm saying is, though, like, at the end of the day, even if they do have to stay at the place, after they finish the match, they pretty much could do whatever. Like, you could argue the whole being home stuff, but I feel like that's a completely different argument. If we're basing it off of the work, as I said, even if she did 3 matches a day, that's only 45 minutes of actual work. So, I mean, even if she did that every day for 300 days, I would say 45 minutes of work a day for that long. And getting $100K a year, I'd take that deal, wouldn't you?
Like I said, I gotta have the passion for the job.
Right.
Yeah.
Because in the end, you're sacrificing a lot to be doing that
on the road.
I mean, to me, I don't think it breaks evenly for me, and that's why, of course, I'm not a wrestler, nor would I be. It just doesn't break evenly for me. And believe it or not, you have people getting paid a little bit less than that too. Around 80 and 60,000. You have people. And then you got
the beginners out here who just doing the squash matches.
Right. That's who it is. And
they're getting paid like real less, like maybe $100 a match so they get the exposure and stuff like that.
I'm no wrestling pundit, as they would say. And maybe someone like JD or even Cronin, for example, could cover that better than me, but I don't know. It just doesn't pay off for me. I wouldn't do that. You're sacrificing way too much. Sure, you can argue that they're doing like 45 minutes or whatever the hell. It just doesn't add up to me. I'm sorry. That's I couldn't do it.
And it's funny, y'all both got like wrestling names.
Who?
You and
Alex.
Well, my name could be literally any freaking thing. My name could be an actor's name. My name could be a rap name. Alex! My name could be anything.
Coming to the ring, weighing 122 pounds. Alex Payne.
No, but am I wrong? My name literally could go for anything.
And his opponent, Wayne. What is that? 269.
269.
What is that?
Maybe 272.
Coming from Illinois, Ray Rawlins. Both got wrestling names, yo.
I never thought of it like that. I'd never considered mine. Well, of course, because Seth Rollins, but I was freaking born with the last name, so he's not fucking Kobe Lopez. Okay. And plus it's spelled differently. Differently, so.
Yeah, if you and Seth get together, it'll be the Rawlins. It's the Rawlins. Rolling Rawlins.
Rolling Rawlinses. The Rolling Rawlins.
The Rawlinses. That sounds so ghetto.
The Rawlins bros.
Like, do a promo. So
I
we
could-
come in this motherfucker. Oops, sorry.
No, I'll be like Booker T and Hulk Hogan. I'll be
Hogan,
I'll be like-
we coming for you, knuckle.
Vince McMahon would have my ass out of there, yo.
You're fired.
Oh damn, Vince, can I get a check?
I'll be up. I'll be up in that ring. Roman Reigns, we coming for you, nigga. Vince would be like, Ray, you know what? You're out of here. Go. You're fired.
Like you said it before.
You said it with the ER, not the A, damn it. I was watching that the other day. That had me rolling, yo. Freaking Booker T, man. And he was laughing. He was like,
he did not say that.
That's something in the hood. You know, that's something that we say up in the hood. It's just had me wrong. I'm like, man, Booker, come on, bro.
He did not just say that. Tell me he did not say that.
I need to shave my face.
Shave your what? Pubes?
My what? Not that you wanted me to say it down. Faggot. Faggot. My face, goddammit.
All right. Face, pubes, hey.
It's not the same thing. That's not the same thing.
Who's still up in the chat?
We see Gorilla, Bailey's. Chat's pretty quiet. Bailey's in the chat on his account. Gorilla's in there. It's getting pretty late. We can start closing it out. So, run down these couple random topics we got over here. I was watching the news, and you know, every once in a while, right, you see these bank trucks on the highway, or you hear about them on the highway.
Oh, yeah.
Getting the bags busted open. So there was one in Indianapolis, Indiana, I believe. And it was going down the highway. The back cab busted open, and a bunch of 20s started flying out.
People stopped their cars. People jumping over the gate.
And it was estimated that there was $600K in that bank truck, and police are asking people to turn the money in, and they'll be treated with amnesty.
You better carry your hip. I ain't saying shit, motherfucker. Once that hit that road, that's mine to keep, King.
It's funny because they did an interview with this black woman who was recording the whole thing, and she was looking at the money, and they asked her, they said, yo, were you tempted? Were you at least tempted to reach down and grab some money? She said, it was tempting, but no, I couldn't do that. It was tempting. I couldn't do it. I find it hilarious, too, because you know a lot of people, man, stopping their cars, just grabbing money. $600K flying out of a bank truck.
Boy, I was gonna be on that friggin' be on that like a damn vacuum cleaner. Once that hit that road, that's mine.
Like a Hoover.
Once that hit that road, that's mine, King.
You're gonna be like vacuuming it up like Dan Rex, yo.
What the hell happened with the truck? I mean, was it a faulty lock? And then how the hell the money's supposed to be in bags, sealed bags? How the fucking money just spill out and shit?
Right. That's what I wonder too. I don't know if the truck keeps going and then money's just flying all over the place.
That's weird, man.
But every once in a while, you hear these stories about these trucks getting opened up, money flying out. Like, there was a couple trucks I remember having at least $1 million in there, man. $1 million in those trucks being in the truck. And it's not like Grand Theft Auto where you're online, you're freaking driving around in a car, throwing a sticky bomb on the back of the armored truck and just go boom. Because I was so thinking it. You're driving around, you see an armored truck, throw a sticky bomb on the back, blow the doors open. You get a 3-star wine level, collect the money that comes out of it. Like, damn, are people freaking throwing sticky bombs on these trucks? Because every once in a while, you hear a story about that shit.
Yeah, it's funny. I'm like, yo, I don't understand that because the truck's supposed to be locked.
Right.
Depending, because I know in our area, we had 3-man crews working the trucks. Especially Brinks. They have like the, driver, passenger, and someone's in the back. So, that motherfucker's supposed to be locked. So if you ever try to get in that truck, somebody in the back is going to shoot your ass.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. I got to ask you, though, and you guys already basically said your answers.
Mm-hmm.
You see a truck full of money just flying all over the highway, just splattered all over the highway. You were in the same position that woman was. Would you take money? You said yes, but how much would you take?
As much as I can hold.
I could grab. You think I'm joking?
My ass be like, I'll click this damn chair and go.
You think I'm joking? You think this a game? I'll open my back trunk and just start digging.
This is not
I'll
a
leave
game.
that back trunk open and keep going with armfuls. I don't care if people see me. Once that on that road, anything goes, man. Once that hit that road, anything goes.
I'm gonna put a mask on and just haul ass and grab some money.
You said,
I ain't putting shit on because that's like getting arrested for finding the dollar on the street. It's like that hit the ground. That's the fine people problem.
I honestly,
no, they say they're gonna arrest people who won't try to return the money. I was like, shit, fuck, you gotta catch me first.
Right.
I tell you, man, I'll be friggin' armfuls in my back trunk and just keep making trips.
I'd at least grab a Hyundai, yo. I'd grab a Hyundai off bat.
Shit, I grab a few Hyundais.
I'd be grabbing one for you in tens of Ks.
I'm gonna get a few Hyundais to get me a Hyundai.
What? I'll be on that road like a damn street sweeper.
I mean, it's like they need to have that money secured, even in the fucking those sealed bags of money. Hey, them some bitches hard to fuck. You got to use a scissor to cut them some bitches.
Right.
So how is that money spilling out like that? That's the question. That's the $1 million question.
Yeah. So that I don't even have an answer for, man.
Oh fuck.
Because as much as I like to know, I honestly do like to know, like, how is it freaking being spilt all over the damn place? How are the doors opening for one? Because
first of all, you got those canvas bags with the locks. You got the sealed money in the plastic bags. Unless he was going fast as hell, but even then, it's like, how the hell the fucking door open?
It's like a bunch of questions. How did the door open? How did the money bags get open? Why would the money fly all over the place like that? Why did it didn't stop?
I mean, hell, was the driver and the passenger setting this shit up?
Lord can only know, man.
Yeah, they didn't make sure they locked the door so that when they hit the bump, the fucking door open and the fucking money spill out.
Right.
Never know.
I said, never know, man. So apparently, there's this man, right, on a dating site, who takes women out for dinner, right? Who goes on a first date with women. They call him a serial dine and dasher. His name's Paul Gonzalez. he only dates black women. And on the first date, he usually goes out with them. He orders a steak, shrimp salad, baked potato, and a glass of wine, right?
Mm-hmm. Every time?
Every time. Same restaurant.
He sound like me.
Yes. I don't think the
same restaurant or same type of restaurant.
No, I don't mean the same, the
restaurant.
fact of what he eats. I just
same
mean
restaurant.
I order the same thing every time.
Don't they know him by now?
Yes, they know who it is. But I guess they're on the move to start working on catching him now. But his name's Paul Gonzalez. Only dates black women. Orders a steak dinner, and as he's eating the steak dinner, he's had enough. He said he tells the woman right before they even start eating, like, "Yo, I might get a call from my son." Blah blah blah. So it sets up his exit. So during the dinner, he'll usually get like a phone call. He go take the call, and he'll just never come back. Mm-hmm. Now he allegedly did this to over 20 women, right? Over to 20 women.
Wait a minute, it's got to be it's the same type of restaurant, not the same restaurant.
Yeah, I mean, but he orders the same thing. Like I said, steak.
Yeah, you go to a different restaurant. Go to a different restaurant.
He's definitely been at the same restaurant more than once. I'll tell you that. He's definitely been at the same restaurant more than once. So the thing is, I think it's freaking hilarious. I think it's freaking hilarious.
And I know that chick be like, no, that motherfucker didn't. No, he didn't stick me with no goddamn check. That some bitch. Oh, I'll cut that motherfucker.
When you think about it, though, if he just could ditch, what's the point of even having a type?
Having a what?
A type. Like, as you say, it's always a black woman. It's like, if you ain't planning on staying with him, why does it matter if it's a black woman or 85?
I can see if it was like a heavy set woman, because she ain't chasing after you.
You see her and have yourself. Oh hell! You're right though. You're honestly 100% right, man. I mean,
that motherfucker! I'm gonna get that motherfucker. Oh my god! Look at this bill. Oh my god! I ain't got no money on me. I don't feel like watching no dashes.
It's funny though. Like most of the women, they weren't heavy set. I mean, they were black women. And like you said, what's the whole reason for having a type? Like you said, if he's just dining and dashing, it's interesting when you really think about it. Because I honestly don't have an answer for you on that one.
That's funny. It's funny as hell.
I honestly do wonder now. But while thinking of this, right, it made me think about dating in general. Mm-hmm. Stace, with you being our residential pussy expert, how many times have you offered to pay for a meal when out with a woman? Or are you that type of guy to say, don't worry, I got this. It's all on me.
Well, when I'm asking somebody to go out on a date, I'm always paying.
Right.
I asked. It was only rare occasions where she was like, I'm going to take you out. It's like, okay, fine. So where we going? It's like, oh, we're going to such. Okay, good. It's like that's like a break off my wallet, but anytime I want to go on a date, I always pay because I wanted to go on a date, and I like dating. That's one thing people don't realize. I like dating, like getting to know people, having a good meal, and have some wine and stuff like that, and conversation. I like dating, and just to get to know people. But I mean, it's rare occasions that if she's offering to pay, I'm like, okay. I know. I'm
the type of guy that I won't pay for them, but and now. Is it really?
What a shocker!
Is it really like I'm saying? Is it really a surprise that I wouldn't pay for them? But I wouldn't expect her to pay for me either. Okay?
Oh, you want to go Dutch?
Exactly. You pay for your meal, I pay for my meal. I'm not paying for you. If you're not paying for
somebody, if you're interested in somebody, I mean, unless you agree to go Dutch, it's always like the man who, taking care of the bill and stuff like that.
Fuck that shit. No.
The thing is, like me. Well, that's for obvious reasons. You're cheap, bitch. But me.
Damn right. Shit. I like to have money in my pocket. I ain't finna let a bitch play me. Hell no.
Come on now.
So what if this your girlfriend that you've been dating?
If it's my girlfriend that I've been dating, even more reason. You got your money, I got my money. Shit.
Oh, come on, Ray. Come on.
But anyway,
Ray.
like I was saying though, like me, I would pay it not out of it's the man who should pay, because you know how I feel about equality and all that shit. I would pay just because.
You know what, Alex? You just made a good point. Equality. You want to be equal? Pay for your own meal, bitch. You won't be equal.
No, man.
Listen though. I would pay because I want to. If I ask you to go out, then I should pay for you. And plus, even if it's not a woman, if I go out with my friend to eat, Even if I think he got money, I'll buy his food.
You know, and that's the funny thing with me. Like, now, maybe if this is just a random woman, I wouldn't pay. But if it was a woman who I knew, okay, maybe I'd be more inclined to pay. But if you're some random woman I saw at freaking goddamn school or whatever,
well,
you're paying for your own goddamn meal.
If you want to be cheap about things, you gotta know where places where you ain't gonna spend that much money. Like a buffet or something like that. You pay one price, eat as much as you want. Or if you're really into this person and you want to impress her, then pay. Unless y'all talk about going Dutch, and it's like, okay, we'll go Dutch.
She better hope she don't say that as like, you know, a courtesy thing to Ray, because Ray will jumping not so quick.
Oh hell yeah! Okay, cool shit. Hell yeah, we're going something in this motherfucker.
But dude, come on, man, you gotta at least have some courtesy to be willing to pay for your girlfriend or even your friends. Like,
listen,
I'm not saying
okay, check this out. I'll only pay for her if she busting the cheeks open. Okay.
Oh God! Come on, man.
She go.
Oh my God, Ray! Come on, I taught you so much. Come on, man.
Hey, booty. Okay, I'm paying.
Well, hey, if she's your girlfriend, right? She fucking you, right?
Damn right.
So then you gotta pay for that meal.
Okay, exactly, and that's when I'll be more inclined, like you said.
But you know one thing, when you're with a woman you're more comfortable with, and y'all know each other, then yeah, you can go out to the buffets and stuff like that. When you're at that first person and you're feeling her, she's feeling you, you take her to the Red Lobster, you take her to the the Olive Garden, whatever the case may be, or Italian eatery, anything like
Olive
that.
Garden.
Yeah, well, I like mine's in Times Square, but that's another story. But you just treat out, man. Come on, don't be cheap. She looking all good for you and everything, titties all out and everything, smelling all good, hair did up. This is for you, Ray. You like, that's for me.
I'll be mad as hell. Man. I pay the goddamn tab. I ain't shit. She ain't busting it open at that or not,
She walk into a door, she just kiss you on the cheek. Thank you, Ray. I love dinner.
You fucking greedy bitch.
No, first of all, that was lobster, steak, and shrimp. That's a pussy combination. And you got a doggy bag.
Listen, if she's getting the freaking trifecta like that, lobster, shrimp, and steak, she giving something up. Now, I ain't finna shut up, hit her with the Bill Cosby. But she gonna get something up. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna do that. She. No, I wouldn't do that. But she gotta, no. If I was gonna pay, I wouldn't be paying for that. Now, if I knew the girl, like I said, and I was friends with her, or like I said, and we knew each other for a long time, okay, maybe. But you finna get maybe 1 out of the 3.
That shouldn't be no damn maybe. I mean, I probably shouldn't even tell you this, just in case for future reference. But if me and you went out to like KFC, I would buy you some food.
You eating steak?
But listen, I wouldn't. Listen, you're not understanding it though. Would I buy you food? Would I treat you out to lunch? Hell yeah! Like you my boy. I treat Stacy out.
So then what's the
But
difference?
the thing is though, like I'm saying, and it wouldn't be a maybe, of course. But the thing is, if it was some random girl, I would not even consider, no, you're paying for your own meal. Like if it was freaking Lindsay from down the street, who I don't know.
Then you go Dutch. Then
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying, then you agree to go Dutch. But if you asking her to go out and, she's like, well, I don't have no money. And it was like, oh, no, don't worry about it. We're just going to have a good time and blah, blah, blah.
Okay. That's even more understandable. But I mean, that's just the way I view things. If I'm going out with a woman who I just met, go Dutch. If I'm going out with a woman who I knew for a while, I'd be more inclined to pay for her meal. It's just simple, man.
Because you was feeling a little shiesty right now.
Shiesty.
Hey, this proves you ain't just holding on to money. You for your cheap.
You cheap like a motherfucker. You fucking Uncle Scrooge.
Because cheap is, because holding on to money is like, maybe I shouldn't get that because I should be paying attention to my future. Cheap is like, no, don't touch my money.
Hell yeah! Like the thing with me though, and then that's one thing I don't like getting screwed over on money. I'll treat myself when it comes, because it's my money. I'll treat myself, and when it comes to other people, I think about it more because I'm like, man, I ain't gonna waste my money on you. Well, it sucks to spend money on someone who don't appreciate it. You feel me?
You ain't gonna try to hug yourself and make love to yourself.
Hug me? Shit.
Loving yourself.
God damn it! I'll hug my motherfucking wallet. God damn it!
God, no! I taught you better, Ray. No.
We still got a couple more lessons. We still got a couple. Now, I would probably have to pay for Dada's food, man. I would have to pay for Dada girl's food.
Dada.
I would
she
too.
Probably would not open a wallet.
Oh, come on, man. She's pretty normal. Like, the only thing is she's got that retarded... I don't... y'all...
She's just a little slow, because I think I know you're talking about.
Yeah, she's got that retarded sound. Fuck it, I'm gonna say retarded sound, but she's not, she's not.
Trust me, I've been there, and I tell you.
She's just a little slow, like you said.
It was good.
We'll end it out with this. So, I saw anime called Tokyo Ghoul. Alex, I don't know if you've seen it.
Tokyo
Stace,
Ghoul.
Tokyo Ghoul, yeah.
It's on
I
YouTube.
don't watch anime like that. I only watch Dragon Ball Z and Naruto. I don't watch no other anime.
Tokyo Ravens and Tokyo Ghouls on YouTube.
Have you seen the English dub, Stace? All of it?
Is English dubbed?
Have you seen it though? Is what I'm asking.
I haven't listened to it.
Okay, so they came out with a new season, Tokyo Ghoul Re episode. I think they're on 5 right now, 5 or 6. I seen the first episode, and in this episode, right? How am I gonna set this up? So there's a group who hunt the ghouls. They're called they're investigators, right? Mm-hmm. So in one instance in this episode, these 2 investigators are trying to get information from this one girl. Now, this girl says, okay, if you want information from me, I want one thing.
Dick?
She kind of, not really. And she said the one thing she wanted was a pair of their boss's underwear, right? So, long story short, they get her the underwear from their, they snuck into the boss's laundry room. They got the underwear for her. And then they said, okay, they're clean. So, and she smells them and shit. So, my biggest thing is, right, this is really interesting. If you want a pair of a girl's panties or whatever, don't you want them to have somewhat of her scent on them?
Yep.
Okay, see, I ain't the crazy motherfucker for thinking that, because
what you want to smell them and it's like, oh, that's Downy Fresh. No,
yeah, Downy Fresh. No, I want I want to smell them. I want.
She just took them off and just like,
she just took them off. Yes. Now I don't want it to be that type of, because here's the thing. With obviously, I'm the booty man. Ray Rawlins is the booty man. Okay. And the thing is,
booty love,
yes. The thing is, you don't want your girl, at least I do, to have somewhat of a scent to her, right? You don't want to freaking spread her butt cheeks apart and have that shit just wafting straight up, Sub-Zero, big boot your ass in the face, pow! Like, damn, woody. But you wanna pull them apart and be like, ooh. Okay, she got a little scent to her. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Wait, do you mean a good scent? Because
a good scent is like maybe a little sweaty, a little little vagina. If you know the vagina.
You want to get that little. You want to get that little scent of what she smells like, right? So I'm thinking to myself when I'm watching this. I said, listen, if I want a pair of a girl's panties, I want them to be worn a little bit. I want to smell her scent on the panties, yo. And that's the thing. Like, why would you want, like you said, Stace, why would you want a pair of panties like, Downy Fresh? I want to smell.
Oh, she used Gain. Okay.
I want to smell and be like, ooh, Sarah.
That's the guys are the Japanese vendors.
Yes.
And the girls, they sell their panties and put them in Ziploc bags with a picture in it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nagasaki. Oh yeah.
I pick up them panties. I'm going straight to the booty part. I want to smell that booty. Yes. Shit.
Yeah. Because my Dada girl, she left her panties at the house.
And that's the whole thing, right? That's the whole thing. When you get done banging a girl out, you take her panties with as like a memento, like, yeah, oh my God. Like, you like Tommy from Martin. TTD. Got the draws, man. Got the draws.
Got the draws. Matter of fact, because she got a big butt, I had to put them on. Like, I could 50-some bitches.
I wouldn't have done all that, yo.
Yo.
You just told us too much.
No. Hey, it's cool because it was satin. I was like, yo, these feel pretty good. And I called her. I said, yo, guess what? She said, what? I said, you remember the drawers you left over? I said, yeah, I want them back. I said, no, you ain't getting them back. But guess what? She said, what? I got them on. Get the fuck out of here. I said, yeah, you know you got that big ass. I said, I'm putting on.
Oh, no, you tried on a pair of fucking panties.
Yo, they fit too. I was like, yo.
Yeah.
I just want to say, you know what? This show is brought to you by Bill Cosby and Jello pudding. Mm-mm.
Oh, Lord.
You know what, Ray?
I think you threw Ray for
Ray?
a loop on that one.
You know what, Ray? You're gonna get a lot of Twitters by all these women like, fuck you, Ray. You're such an asshole. You hate women. Jesus, Ray.
I don't hate women though.
You just ain't paying for that meal.
You're just a cheap.
Just because I won't pay for a meal, come the hell on, yo. Are you serious?
At least take her to McDonald's, get her a Happy Meal, get her a little toy.
Now, listen, that I will do. And you know what? I'll get her a toy that I want to see her use. I'll get her
you know what, Ray will keep.
I don't know. I guess
I'll get her a freaking dildo from Walmart.
I don't know. I guess it's better for me because of like 9 out of 10 times I had a date or took a woman out, I always wound up, doing something or whatever. It's always that 10th time I had to work a little bit, but eventually I GTD.
You know what, Ray? At least Alex would take his girl out to dinner and get her a pizza or some microwavable steaks or something.
Well, get a girl first.
What you gonna take Sal to get, huh?
Fuck you, Alex.
Hey, don't stop
Well,
it.
hit me in bastard.
This man stuck up for you, yo.
Hey, so what happened to Drew? Did Drew come back or what happened?
No, he didn't.
He had to go.
I think he had to go get some sleep or whatever.
Say that he come back. Oh,
But Bailey, what would you do with the whole panty situation, man? I want to hear this from your mouth, yo. What would you do with this whole panty? You want them worn? You want to get a little smell of her scent? Get a little booty smell with it, or you want to be 100% clean?
Booty smell. That make a good perfume. I'm gonna buy a bottle of booty smell.
Well, you don't want that shit as a perfume. I only want to smell booty one place, and that's on the booty. Okay. Your whole body smell like booty.
Booty by obsession.
I don't know
booty
about that, man.
Coming soon to Macy's.
By Menon.
But the whole I have to say I wasn't listening to when you were talking about that, so I don't know what was.
You wasn't listening.
No, I wasn't listening for a while. I was eating and talking to Sam.
Oh well, of course you were.
Yeah. So what if Ray was like,
you what? Go ahead and say it, Ray.
I'm gonna get myself.
Ray was gonna be like, "Shorty dad now." You wasn't even gonna hear it.
Hey, I run OBS and whatever you guys say,
I'll
listen to it.
You know what? As long as you do that, man, you're good in my book. You're good. I was about to get myself in trouble.
What were you saying about pennies?
So basically, long story short, these investigators want to get some information from this girl. The girl has said, if you want to get this information from me, I want a pair of your boss's underwear. She was a dude. The boss was a dude. So long story short, the guys got her a pair of their boss's underwear. She smelled them. She's like, okay, good. They're clean. So it made me think. I was like, yo, why would you want a pair of a person's undergarments, right? A pair of their private undergarments.
Yeah.
Why would you want them clean, yo? Isn't the whole point to get them to get a little scent of the person?
Yeah,
like you want to have them worn a little bit.
Yeah, that kind of defeats the whole purpose if they're going to be clean, you know.
No skid marks.
Oh well.
That's a different thing altogether.
That's what she said. I don't even know what that means.
But you're in agreement with me and Stace, right?
I agree with you guys. Yeah, totally.
What about you, Alex?
Wait.
I don't think.
Alex
did you ever answer?
No, Alex didn't answer.
No, it's the same thing. I mean, like if I mean, it's not. I'm not saying it's necessarily something I would pursue, but what I'm saying is, if you're getting that, then you would want that.
Two shoes, virgin motherfucking bastard.
It ain't goody two shoes. I just
you got no ounce of freak in you, yo.
Dude, I got plenty of freak in me. It's just the fact of like I don't like.
Release your freaking.
I don't see the need to grab a gal's panties and sniff a bungie. That's what I'm saying.
You say sniff her bungie?
Yes, I use my Bahamian word.
You say sniff her bungie, really?
Yes. So
bungie?
But what I'm saying is, though, I agree with y'all. If you're gonna get a girl's underwear or any of her clothes, then her scent should be on it.
Right, baby. Leave your songs, baby.
Even the dogs agree. They're working. See.
Leave your songs, baby.
Dong. God. All right. So
I guess
you want to keep going? You want to go another hour?
We're gonna end it out right now.
Want to break your record of 6 hours or?
Hell no. We getting the fuck up out of here. I got shit to do tomorrow, yo.
What do you got to do tomorrow?
Stacy catch up with some fucking.
And what's her name,
man?
Oh, you're not ready for her?
No,
yet?
that's next week. That's next week.
Oh,
that's next week. Right after her birthday.
I love how Bailey has put everybody's business all up out there. What you doing tomorrow?
Man.
Alex, what are you doing tomorrow?
Yo, I don't think you want me to answer that.
I swear to God, Alex.
I was going to get myself in trouble.
I want to tell Gina to kick you in the balls like Nakamura, or at least hit you in the balls.
Bailey, what are you doing tomorrow? Ordering 26 Jumbo Jacks?
Maybe. No, I'm not doing that. I got to get back to the diet.
Hey, yo, Bailey. Friday night music sharing party is back.
Oh, you're bringing it back? There you go. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, but the women rather hear you do ASMRs than do your music. You know that.
Yeah, you got to come with the package. The total package, baby.
Yeah. Hey, so Daniel in chat wants to know if he can call in.
We're about to wrap it up. Man.
Alex.
So,
Daniel, hold on. Let me cue the music. Give me.
I don't know. Wait, don't cue it now. Don't play it now.
Okay.
Don't cue it now. Is there anything you'd like to say before we head out?
Another great show.
You wasn't even listening.
Despite Alex being here, I'll be sure to listen to it during the week. I'm going to listen to it. At least it's only 2 hours. I can listen to that. It's not 20 hours like Joe's show.
Oh, God.
All right.
That's all good.
Alex,
it's all good, Joe. I love you. Okay.
Alex, what about you, man? You got anything to say?
All good things come to those who stay true.
What comes to those who stay quiet?
Everything.
Everything? Interesting. All right. Well, that went quicker than expected. Bailey, hit that music, and we're going to get up out of here, brother. So, listen, man. It's been a fun show. It honestly was. We started off bullshitting with Drew, and then we got the chat up on the screen so I can see everything. And, it's been a really good experimental night. I freaking enjoyed it. I have fun talking about topics, Michelle Wolf and all that crazy shit, man. And we even had Alex derailing the show. But you know what? It's all good. It's okay. He's off next week. No, I'm just...
Hey, you ain't heard me yet.
No, hey, it's up to you, man. I wasn't expecting you to be on tonight, to be honest with you. Like, it's pretty interesting, though. Decided to come on. But next week, man, 21st birthday, man, turning up. We're turning up, man. With
exactly,
my man,
so of course
Stace.
I gotta be there.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. You better be drinking too, motherfucker.
I can't promise that.
You'll microwave a couple of steaks in your honor. Right.
Okay, well, listen, at least make something good to eat. Microwave a couple steaks, and, you know, shit. That's all I can ask of. So, like I said, fun show. Nice experiment with the chat. Nice experiment with the chat. It's been, you know, nice reading everything that everyone had to say.
From looking at the chat, it was popping tonight pretty much.
Oh, hell yeah, it was popping. Died down a little bit at the end, but that's okay, because we're going late.
I bring that tension. I'm like, you scares it away.
If it wasn't for me, my boy.
Now, children.
Yeah. But, you know, and it's just been fun. Like I said, next week we're going to be turning up. We're going to be having even more fun. That's the goal, man. Every week with Highway to Friday, just have fun.
You go from serious to funny to serious. You keep it like totally. You go like different places. And, you know, I love that.
And that's what I try to do, man. With these topics, you know, I use the topics to guide us. And sometimes we go from one direction to another. And believe it or not, we freestyle most of this night. We use topics to guide it, and then, you know, it goes off in a whole other different direction than I expected it to go in. And that's what I like about having Alex on the show, because he honestly, whatever people think, he's a smart dude. He's got a little brain in his noggin, man. A little brain in his noggin. And him and Stacy, we're tearing up out the freaking iPhones in North Korea and shit. And that's what I like, man. I like a show that has some knowledge, has some comedy, some form of fun. And, you know, it's all in good games. Whatever jokes we make, it's all in good fun, man. Honestly. I love everybody.
If we do a show and it's nothing but serious talk, that would ruin it. You gotta have some humor in there.
Yeah, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, man.
How's that BSing?
Just like booty is my catchphrase. Here's another one. Peace, love, kisses, and hugs to everyone, man. Stace and us out, my brother.
I want to thank everybody in the chat and those who followed us. Hit that subscribe button and also hit a like and send a comment. We definitely appreciate it. And now, my mind telling me no, but my penis is telling me yes. Good night.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you next Thursday for Highway to Friday episode 9?
8. The birthday stream for Ray Rawlins, damn it.
The birthday show, yeah.
Come out and bring your liquor.
And Jumbo Jack.
Oh, you just
and KFC.
Or just your tongue, your liquor.
Good. Yeah. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye. Fuck you, Alex.